Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Experience. We have a fantastic show here for you today. We've got PewDiePie, Adele, Big Ed, Skippy.
PewDiePie's here?
PewDiePie is not here, but we are going to talk about him.
Oh.
He's on his way, yes. He's traveling by freight boat. He'll be here in 30 days. Today's episode is sponsored by Old Spice Pomade. Your hair says a lot about you, and with Old Spice hair pomade, you can make it say the right thing. Now, Zach is known for having beautiful hair. Zach, what do you use in your hair?
Old Spice pomade.
And this isn't a setup. That's just what you use in your bathroom.
Yeah, completely, 100%.
Fantastic. And I think everybody agrees that your hair is beautiful.
I thank you.
This product is a medium hold, matte finish for a clean cut, a natural look. This is the most versatile product. Pomade. Old Spice pomade. And then the whistle. Woo, 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 woo. We're also sponsored today by Adam and Eve, Ridge Wallets, and Hims. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. How's everybody doing today? Dan, Ian, Zach, Ela, how is everybody?
Who goes first?
Chilling. Yeah, you addressed all of us at once. I'm good.
Everybody say
Glad
it at
to be
once
here.
how they're doing.
Just chilling.
3?
Chilling.
Okay, when
I'm
I count
chilling
down.
in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, I know. All right, when I count down, I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on 1, everybody tell me how they're doing at once. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How's everyone doing?
Just
Feeling
pretty good.
Yeah,
Blessed.
that's awesome. We got to rehearse that so when I ask everybody. Guys, on Twitter, I'm giving away a ton of money. We're on day 26 of help. I'm giving away $1,500 every single day on Twitter to help the fine people of the H3 Nation. So there's still 74 days left, so get on that. We've given away like $35,000 so far. Also on Teddy Fresh, we got some classics back in stock: the bubblegum hoodie, TF hoodie, and joggers, and the embroidered t-shirt, teddyfresh.com. I would like to get today started by talking about TikTok. Mm-hmm. Now, TikTok, TikTok's been around and rising for a long time. But to me, I see a lot of dancing and a lot of nonsense. But what I'm starting to see more and more that I'm loving is this prank culture.
they found a new place.
Right. It's like all these pranksters find the lowest common denominator shithole where their content can spread like cancer. And people just consume it without asking anything. And so TikTok has really become a place where this kind of absolute trash flourishes. And I just saw this video recently that just took my breath away, frankly, by how bad it is. If you guys know of any other TikTok videos, and you guys too in the cast, keep an eye out because I love this. Oh, this was removed from Trashy. It was too trashy for the Trashy subreddit. It says moderators removed this post for a variety of reasons, including keeping the community safe, civil, and true to their purpose. How do you get too You're true trashy for trashy, bro? That's crazy. All right, I'm going to play it through, and you guys. So a guy approaches two friends sitting at a table. He grabs one of their phones, smashes it on the table, breaks it. And then they're like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, sorry, man. Here's a new phone. It's just a prank. That's it.
What the heck? No, hey, I make these videos where I basically give you guys free iPhones. I'm so sorry, but I basically replace your iPhone. Dude,
You're a weirdo, bro.
Bro,
What the? You literally shattered my phone.
dude, I'm sorry. It's just for a video. I make these TikTok videos where I replace the phone. I break the phone. I give you a new iPhone.
Yeah, we saw.
That's fucked up, dude.
Is this the worst video ever made? This is the worst video ever made.
It is.
There's a good chance it's fake. And if it's fake, it's still the worst video ever made.
It's even worse because they could have made it better because it's fake.
You planned that, and it's like his reaction is so pathetic. Sorry, bro. I'm making a video where I break your phone and give you a new one. But I do think there's a good chance it's real, actually, as well, because the reaction is just...
What the heck? No, hey,
I'm not sure that
It's
would...
that guy how quickly he decides to open the lid of that coffee and spill coffee on him. Is that confuses me if it's real or fake.
I'm gonna tell you. I used to think this was real, but I'm changing my verdict. And let me tell you.
He's so rehearsed on that. He's like, this is what I'm supposed to do.
First of all, who throws coffee at somebody? It's such a girl thing to do.
In a movie. I don't
Take the
even
lid off
really
and
think.
throw a coffee on somebody? How is that your first impulse? It's crazy. I don't think that would break the phone either, necessarily, because it's not that. You would, if you really wanted to break the phone, you would have smashed it on the ground as hard as you could.
And then he'd be like, let me see, is it really broken? Before I give him a new one.
Right. Right. Also, notice the box. We're scrutinizing this video way too much. But notice the box looks super light as well.
Oh.
Look how light the box looks. You can kind of tell it's empty. You see that?
Right.
When he hits it, it sounds hollow. It's like... Thoughts? What do you guys think?
I'm leaning towards fake, but I'm a little on the fence. The guy's reaction when he calls him a weirdo,
Good.
It's pretty good acting if it's fake,
Is it?
which you don't usually see in these fake
Is it?
videos.
I
You know what I
do
mean?
agree.
The
Really?
way he says it sounds
Yeah.
pretty authentic, but
I
the
agree
other
with
elements that you pointed
It
out
does,
make me lean towards fake.
Well, because it's such a...
weirdo.
I agree.
Weirdo, bro.
That's
You're a
because
weirdo, bro.
and that to me is the only thing real about it. You're such a weirdo, bro. We should soundbite that, Zach. Would you think to throw coffee on somebody in response to? I mean, that
What are
just
the
strikes
Not with
me
taking
as
the
weird.
lid off. The lid off thing, like Hila said,
Yeah.
that seems.
Chance
He was
is a
waiting to
zero.
do that.
I got a counter argument.
Oh,
We thought, well, what about the Philly offensive? We thought for a minute he was real too.
I know, and I totally screwed up on that one. And I learned my lesson.
you're right, Zach. Sometimes you just don't know, and that's why we need to scrutinize the worst video ever made for 20 minutes. I wish we had the Philly offensive here to tell us, because he would probably know.
He
But
cut right through the
ultimately,
BS.
I'm going to cast my vote on this once and for all.
What the? You literally shattered my phone.
Dude, I'm sorry. It's just for a video. I make these TikTok videos.
And the way he responds is so pathetic. How could that be rehearsed? Bro,
Because
I'm so
it
sorry.
sucks.
Why would you rehearse that? Bro, I'm so sorry. I'm doing a TikTok video where I break your phone and give you a new one. It's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell.
It's hard.
When I break the phone, I give you a new iPhone.
That's fucked up, dude.
I'm sorry, guys.
Nobody acknowledges the cameraman either.
Right.
I mean, you have to acknowledge that. I can't decide.
I vote fake. I gotta tell ya.
It's probably
I'm
fake, which is so
Voting
sad.
fake.
It's so
Fake.
sad that it's fake. Well, there you go, guys. If you have more TikTok videos like that, I'd love to. Jesus, I'd love to watch more of them. Another clip that I thought I would enjoy here with everybody today is, everybody's doing the news from home,
Yeah.
which looks so pathetic because when they're in their studios with all the cool green screens and these amazing studios and their crazy cameras, they look so slick and professional. But from home, the news over Zoom, it's it doesn't impress me. It doesn't feel like it's just lost its luster.
Are
mean,
you talking?
clearly.
Are you talking about the late night shows or?
Everything. I mean, like the nightly news, where some dude.
Because I found in a weird way that I enjoyed them more now, the late nights.
I found that too because there's no laugh track,
No audience.
no audience. The audience ruins everything. Live audience. Sorry, guys. Let's watch this anyway.
Do you trim a little bit, take some of your profits? Because, what is it? You never go broke by taking profit.
You never go broke by taking profit. Homie is just sitting upright, dead asleep.
Apparently, my
In the
comment,
middle of
Tim
a
Seymour,
segment.
left guy speechless for once. Tim, I mean, you get my
It's hard
point.
Then I
Going
love this.
back
They
to
go to
where
the
you
panel,
work.
and he's
I know,
there
it's
among
impossible.
them
We
sleeping.
made so much money in the name. If you've owned
Did they turn him off?
Yeah, they must. There's someone like Dan in the back who's like, turn him off. See that?
This guy's specific shot is really like what you said. It's
That's
just,
what
it's just some room.
Dude, I'm not going to listen to you about trading, and I'm sure he's not wearing pants. You know what I mean? I can just tell by the way his jacket sits on him that he's not wearing pants. See, this is where they failed. They should have left the sleeping guy up.
Yeah. he's
Then we
just
would have had
speechless.
gold. So there you go. Obviously, we bring you the greatest entertainment on the planet, and we will continue to. Next story is about PewDiePie. He's in the news everywhere. I don't know why people are making such a big deal about this. I guess it's just PewDiePie. I think what it is, PewDiePie signed an exclusive live streaming deal with YouTube. I think what it is that it's like a reconciliation between YouTube and PewDiePie. That
They're friends again.
they've re-embraced PewDiePie into the fold, and I think that's why people are loving this headline.
Got it.
They also put him in the recent YouTube Rewind, so I think that maybe this beef is squashed finally between YouTube and YouTube's darling, PewDiePie.
When was the rewind? I feel like I'm completely.
I don't remember. But they did. You remember what they did? They just did stats, and everyone's like, "This shit is so boring."
Right.
Oh, Shredder. Oh God, nobody breathe. We'll just do a cut. Of course, when the media recorded it, will there ever be a time when the media can cover anything PewDiePie related and not say give a laundry list of his racist history? Look at these headlines. Forbes, PewDiePie signs deal with YouTube despite history of racist, anti-Semitic comments. I do feel bad for him. It's like, damn, how long ago was that at this point? Washington Post, PewDiePie, YouTube's controversial but popular creator, signs exclusive streaming deal. Yeah, I don't know.
That is cool, though.
But I have to say, I'm happy that PewDiePie decided to do it with YouTube and not Twitch, because I've personally, just in my experience streaming on both of them, I found YouTube to be a better partner. So, and I think the competition is good too. You know, there's a lot of shenanigans on Twitch, and I think the competition is good. You got to keep Twitch on their toes. So, congratulations to my what is PewDiePie? I hesitate to my good dude PewDiePie on his exclusive streaming deal. All right. Anything else?
Call him a friend?
I think I could call him a friend, but frankly, we don't talk that much. We do talk occasionally, and we are definitely friendly. But I would hesitate to call him a friend, just in that I don't want to overstate necessarily,
Like closeness or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Because I think a friend denotes like regular contact, right?
Sure.
Would the term be
hang out and-
We're
confidant?
friendly. We're definitely friendly. What's that?
Colleagues.
Confidant? Would that be the
A
term?
confidant? Hell no.
Confidant. That's
No?
beyond friend, dude.
Yeah, confidant is someone you tell your deepest, darkest secrets to.
Oh, never mind.
That's like a war buddy.
What I find interesting about this story about PewDiePie is
Someone you
The sort
confide
of-
in. That's where it comes from. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sorry, Dan. That's such an
Is-
unnecessary
the
interruption.
story about PewDiePie. This comes on the heels of. Remember, like a year ago, he started streaming on that weird ass D Live
yeah.
thing,
Yes.
and nobody seems to be like talking about that at all. I'm still so confused by that whole thing. Remember, it was like a blockchain based
Yes.
streaming service with
yes,
like
you're so right.
some cryptocurrency built into it or something. It's
What?
just like so weird. Yeah.
I think that must have been. I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark here. D Live, I remember that shit is so weird. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I think that must have been during a time when he couldn't get sponsors from anyone. And then the
Oh, from
Bitcoin people come in.
controversies.
Yeah, the crypto comes in. They're like, "We'll sponsor you." know?
Okay, that makes some sense.
That's the only feasible explanation, because he would have definitely worked with Twitch or YouTube. D Live.
Sure, yeah.
D Dead, more like. Who's on
Yeah,
D Live?
Is that even around?
Yeah, go look on
D-Live.
D Live and see if anyone's on that.
It is here. It looks exactly like Twitch. Like
How do you get paid
to
in crypto? That
the
sounds like
smallest
such a scam.
detail.
Anytime someone offers to pay me in crypto, I'm like, oh, I'm being scammed.
Right.
Like immediately.
I mean, there's not a ton of people on this, but chatting, 19,000 watching. I don't know. I don't know if that's even
Fantastic.
true.
Well, D Live, if you well, hey, I'll take some Bitcoin. Anyway,
Yeah, they just lost their biggest person, so
Yeah, that's not
hit us
good.
up, D Live.
I don't think they can compete with YouTube. That must have been
Yeah,
a nice,
definitely
juicy deal for him, though. So congratulations to Felix
Congratulations.
on his huge deal, and really for reconciliating with YouTube. I think it's about time that these two powers come back together.
I
And
mean, he is the biggest channel on YouTube.
you can't.
Second.
It's kind of funny to ignore.
Ela, are you? Is this?
He is the second biggest channel on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Are you really? Is that racism I sense there? Are you overlooking?
Is the biggest individual-driven, personality-driven channel.
Well
That would be
said.
fair to say. That would be fair.
All right.
What was the name of the #1 channel again? The Indian Media Company.
T-Series.
Yeah, I've totally
T-Series,
forgotten.
bro.
How many
What?
subs? Wait, how many subs does T-Series have now?
More than PewDiePie.
Well, yeah, but I wonder if how they took it away.
Oh,
'Cause
how
Fe-
far it's gone?
Yeah, let me see. Whoa! He never had a shot. 138 million subscribers.
Wow.
Damn.
These guys don't quit, man.
Crazy.
T-Series is going for the
When you're-
gold.
Pumping out quality content like that all the time is you're bound to find success.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about Indian people or Bollywood anymore. I was revoked my.
Yes,
Bollywood
your,
card.
your your Bollywood card was revoked. Yes.
Did we ever talk
hey,
about
it
that
is,
controversy?
Sorry, go ahead.
Did we ever talk about that controversy on the podcast?
No,
must
we
have.
shouldn't. And it's
Oh.
sponsor time.
Okay. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is sponsored our episode today. It's the #1 adult toy superstore. Adam and Eve says the best part of staying at home is playing at home. If you know what I mean. They've got toys for men, toys for women. Have any of you guys ever used a fleshlight?
No.
It's like this Zach. You think-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one did you get? A mouth or a butthole or a vag?
Was a vagina. Yes. It
I was
a
hoping
vagina.
to say butthole. That'd be funny. It's just the ones with the mouths. I've seen photos. It's just so funny because it's like just a detached mouth and a like flashlight, and you're just like. Anyway, Adam and Eve. They've got those. If you like them, I don't know if they do. Maybe they do. But they have toys for men, toys for women, couples toys, every kind of lube and lotion a man or woman could dream of, lingerie, and so many other sexy gifts. Take advantage of the downtime and choose almost any one item and get 50% off at adamandeve.com. When you do, you'll also get 10 free boredom-busting gifts, including 6 spicy movies, 3-piece bonus kit, and best of all, free shipping delivered discreetly right to your door. I noticed these are very cryptic.
Right.
6 spicy movies and 3-piece bonus kit. I'm curious what's in there. Just remember to use offer code H3. That's H3 at checkout for this amazing deal. Adam and Eve has thousands of products to make you glad you are staying at home. Sex toys make being at home so enjoyable. In fact, shopping from home is more enjoyable when you're shopping for sex toys. Go to adamandeve.com and use that offer code H3 to get 50% off just about any item plus 10 free gifts. Use H3 at checkout. Ian, where are you? Ian just walked off. I was going to ask if he ever put his dick in anything weird. I guess not. I guess I'll save that question for another day.
Knew it was coming.
Dan, have you?
Yeah.
Have you put your dick in anything weird?
No.
Next up, we've got Adele. She was a little. So Adele's a singer. She was a little chubby. Is that insult? I mean, she's a little chubby. That's fair to say.
I think. I think that's fine.
And she went into quarantine, and she posted this picture on Instagram of an incredible weight loss transformation, and she looks fantastic. She looks happy. She looks healthy. You know, let me show a before and after here. You know, just being specific so the internet knows what I want. Like, yeah, she was pretty chubby, right? I mean, so here she is, and then here she comes out. and
That's
like,
pretty
wow,
crazy.
she must. I mean, so everyone was being like, wow, Adele, you look
Mhm.
fantastic. Everyone's so happy for you. And the reaction that some people had was just incredible. People were upset that people were happy that she lost weight because they're saying, uh, you're implying that she wasn't beautiful and happy while she was chubby. And I don't know why we have to pretend like, on the whole, let's put this delicately. On the whole, people who are chubby are less attractive, generally speaking, to most people. Can we say that? Can I say that? Does everyone agree with how I phrased that?
I mean, sure, yeah. I think
Yes.
I don't
For
think
men
it's false
and
to
women.
say yes. People
I'll speak
tend
for
to
myself.
prefer.
Let me speak for myself, okay? Let me address these people. I'm fairly chubby now. When I was skinny and fit, I felt better, more confident, more attractive. You just feel better. It's better. It's for me, in my experience, it's just better. And so complimenting and encourage people to be healthy and feel good it's strange. But okay, let me read some of these tweets. Please stop saying Adele had a glow up. We have no idea what her health is like, and this is just reinforcing the skinny ideal or the concept that skinnier you get, the prettier you get. I mean, generally speaking, by the way, this has 18,000
just-
likes. I don't get it.
I just find the whole thing so funny because she's already proven that she can do anything she wanted before. She's super successful. She made it while being overweight.
Right.
So that stereotype, she already proven wrong. Like, it's not like people told her, okay, you want to be a singer, you got to lose 30 pounds, which is what it used to be.
Right.
And that's why people do have a problem with, you know,
That's a
the
great-
weight issue.
That's a
It
great
is an
point.
issue. But she's already lived through it and made it. She's huge, like famous
What,
wise.
physically?
No,
Why would you say that? She was chubby. I wouldn't say she was huge.
she's got a huge following.
She goes, we have no idea what her health was like. I know what her health was. It's not good when you're chubby. It's not. There's no such thing as healthy fat people. I'm sorry. The skinny ideal or concept, the skinnier you get, the prettier you get. I mean, generally speaking, the skinnier you get, the prettier you get. Now, there's a difference, of course, between being anorexic and healthy. She's clearly healthy. What the fuck are we debating? This is self-evident. I don't get this. Let's continue. Can we please not celebrate Adele for losing weight like it's the ultimate achievement? It's very difficult to lose weight when you're fat. Yeah, it is a great achievement. It takes a ton of work and dedication to do that. She goes, the news and articles and tweets are disgusting. 75,000 likes. Why? Why are people endorsing this? I think it should be celebrated. It is a huge achievement to lose that much weight. It's so difficult. Have you watched my 600-pound life? Losing weight is like an addiction. I mean, these people are it's like shit. It is. Why are you demeaning her achievement? It is. It's so hard to lose weight as a fat person. What the fuck? Why is she demeaning her achievement? I feel like this tweet is very rude to Adele. She continues, my whole entire platform is about positivity, self-acceptance, and equality. I refuse to let my words be twisted, ruin all my hard work. As someone who has constantly had their worth defined by their looks, I was born disfigured.
But Adele wasn't. She is successful despite whatever figure. It's not like, she decided she wanted to lose weight and she did it. She was already successful. To me, that just
I think that's
doesn't make any
a
sense.
fantastic point. It wasn't a societal pressure. She decided on her own, after having been a successful female performer, that she wanted to get healthy. I see that Adele is trending because people are saying how gorgeous she is since she lost weight. Y'all been over this. We've been over this. I decided this for everybody. Your weight doesn't determine your beauty. Your appearance doesn't determine your beauty. The number on the scale doesn't make you worthy or unworthy. Anyway, that's it. I was just shocked. I thought she looked fantastic. I was very happy for her.
I just think it's.
And I just found it
Um,
also
I
amazing.
think it's such an overreaction because she posted the picture. She is happy for herself, and then people were happy for her. Like, that's all there is there. And it doesn't need to be anything more than that.
Well, apparently she didn't even comment on the weight loss. She disappeared from social media. She said, "Thank you for the birthday love. I hope you're all staying safe and sane during this crazy time. I'd like to thank all of our first responders and essential workers who are keeping us safe." So she didn't even comment on it. But clearly she cares about it if she's doing it. And it's hard, despite what these people want you to believe. It's very difficult. So there you have it. Her personal trainer also made a post. He's like, "What is wrong with y'all?" In short. God, man.
I think that part of the negative reaction, I suspect, has to do with the fact that she was one of the most, or I should say, is one of the most successful musical artists in the world, and is a bigger girl, and was probably, a hero to a lot of people that are overweight because of that. You know what I mean? That it's probably part of her, not necessarily her appeal, but it's just part of her identity, and it's part of her story of
She's not
her
part of the
rise to
club
success and
anymore.
everything. Right, exactly. And I could see that some people maybe feel, even if they don't admit it, betrayed on the level, because.
But doesn't that insinuates that people should be happy being obese? And I don't think people should be happy or satisfied being obese. And I don't think people
Yeah.
are happy or satisfied being. I think people who are obese know that it's unhealthy and it's brutal. Because to maintain that level of fat, you need to be just every day making bad decisions with food, and you feel like shit.
She wasn't obese though, was she?
She was, yeah, I think she was obese. I mean, here, I'll show you a picture.
I mean, yeah, by the medical definition of it, probably she was.
I mean, here, here's a picture.
Usually when you think of
Look at
obese,
this,
you
Hila.
think of people that are like huge, but
No, she's obese, bro. Look at that. She
Yeah.
lost like 100 pounds. It looks like.
Yeah, no, obviously it's a good thing, and
She
I
was-
know that she just had a
I'm not
kid
touching
too, and I think
What? That's
that,
obese. Sorry, Hila, but that's obese. Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
I don't know. I guess I think.
Well, I just think she had a kid, and a lot of people when they have kids, they wake up to
Right.
their own health because they want to be around for a long time
Mhm.
for their
Right.
kids, and it has a direct impact on that. So
Hila, obese?
Okay, I don't know.
I'm just
What do you
I'm trying to get Hila to admit she's obese. But obese is a
It
technical.
looks like she changed a lot of weights over time. I don't know.
Right, that's true. That's amazing though. Anyway, congratulations to her. And anyone who's offended by the fact that people are happy for her for losing weight, I don't know what to say to you, but I don't like you. Okay, moving on. Next.
It's
Ah.
just, it's a pretty sad reality when you can't even be happy for someone for something. I think that's why it's so frustrating.
What
It's
are-
like
what are we
people
not
were just happy for her.
Are we not supposed to acknowledge it? We're like, oh, cool, hi. Like, how
Yeah.
shitty would she feel? She's like, did they not even notice that I lost 100 pounds? What, Dan?
I was just gonna say we're probably at second ad read time.
Okay. Well, that's great because I am happy to talk to you guys about the Ridge wallet, folks. Look at this. I'm a guy, I hate the bulky wallet. I put it in my pocket. I wear elastic waist pants, and it was always pulling my pants down. It's just chunky. I don't like it. It's the Costanza wallet. I don't like it. That's why the Ridge wallet is the genius wallet that is revolutionizing how we carry our shit around. Money clip. Boom. There's your cash. The bills firmly secured inside. Watch this. Boom. There's the credit cards. Pop right out. Pop right in. Did I show my cards? I don't think so.
Yeah, make sure you show those.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, shit, I just showed my credit cards. That's it. It's super lightweight. It's super durable. It's just it's just a fantastic wallet. What can I say? It's light, sleek, industrial. It doesn't fold or awkwardly bulge in your pocket, and it's seriously changing the whole pocket situation. Most people are still using wallets designed in the 90s, carrying around old receipts, gift cards, hotel keys. That's true. Hotel keys is the worst. I've got like 10 of them in my wallet. And an unorganized mess. So, let me tell you about the Ridge. It holds up to 12 cards, plus room for cash. There's over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. I prefer my titanium burnt. It's just a funny. Don't you think that's a funny name? Burnt titanium. It's pretty descriptive. Anyway, I really love it. I do. But don't take my word for it. They have 30,000 five-star reviews. The durable material means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. You could buy this one wallet and carry it for life. The Ridge team is so confident that you'll like it and that you'll let you test drive it for 45 days. Wow. And you can send it back for a full refund if you don't love it. That's incredible. 45-day money back guarantee. Make sure you include a text overlay on the that's Dan, a note for you to include a text overlay of the discount
Got
code.
it.
What is the discount code? It is a H3. Go to ridge.com/H3 and use code H3 to get 10% off today with the free worldwide shipping and returns. So, guys, to get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns, go to ridge.com/H3 and use code H3, my dudes. The link is in the description. Thank you so much to Ridge for sponsoring us. Beautiful. I have some bad news. Our boy, friend of the show, Big Ed, is getting crushed in social media, man. Now, I've spoken very fondly about this show before the 90 days. I love it.
It's the best season ever.
And poor Big Ed, he's getting creamed on social media, man. You know, his plot line is good. And we met Big Ed before I even knew anything about him. All I knew is that the dude put mayonnaise in his hair,
Right.
and we put mayonnaise in Zach's hair, and it was a great moment. I loved having him, and I hope we can have him on again soon. We're trying to get. Did you hear back from TLC, the publicist?
Not yet. Not yet.
He's got these handlers, man. They keep Ed on a short leash, bro.
Yeah.
Zach reached out to Ed directly. He texted him, and apparently the publicist got angry. We're not supposed to go directly to Ed.
Yeah, he, last week said it was fine. Had a great conversation, and then I text him, and he's all, "Oh, everything's through TLC now." So.
Yeah, Ed must be a wild card for them. He's a little out there. But so there's this one specific video. Everybody's talking about Ed on the internet. Millions and millions of videos. Even PewDiePie made a video about the mayonnaise shit. But there's this one specific video that was trending. It was like number 2 or 3 trending on YouTube. What were you gonna say about Big Eddard?
I wonder if this show has ever been so viral before. It seems like more than ever.
Yeah, I think this specific season just has so much phenomenal story arcs. Oh, and then I saw another headline. The guy went to Ukraine to get the girl, he got kicked off the show.
He got
and
what?
I just saw the headline and I was super excited to read it, but I got distracted and I forgot to read it. So I don't know what happened. But apparently the tell-all episode they do at the end of the season, he's not allowed on it.
What?
Oh, I remember. He's married. He's married.
What?
He's married.
What?
Yeah. So he went to meet this girl in Ukraine.
No.
And he was like, he was all about her because she was talking to other American dudes on this whatever dating site. And it turns out not only is he an ex-con for selling drugs, he's married. He's actually married.
How does that make sense?
Zach, can you look that up for me? Type, I think
His
Michael.
name's David, right?
Oh, David, yeah.
David? Right.
And by the way, this guy has these nipple tats that are next level. You guys got to see these.
Wait, you talking about that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought you were talking about the guy in Vegas.
No.
So that guy's married?
Yeah, he's married.
That doesn't make sense.
Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at his tats, bro. He has like tribal or flame. What is that? What do you call that? Is that the worst tattoo ever? I mean, that's got to be one of the worst tattoos ever. He's got tattoos around his nipples that look like.
Wait, you're talking about not the guy that got catfished, right?
Yeah, it
I'm
sounded at
talking
first
about
like you were talking about that
no,
guy.
that guy went to Ukraine too. The guy who was the ex-con.
Oh, okay. What? Okay.
What's happened to him? He got kicked off the show. Tell me what happened. Look that up. Anyway, here, feast your eyes on his nips. Either tell me, does that do anything for you?
No, it doesn't.
Sounds like you don't hate it though, actually.
Well, I don't wanna. I mean, compared to the stuff we've seen here on this show,
You're not going to disparage nipple tats?
I don't like it.
Interesting. You want to suck on his nipples?
No, I don't.
Shit. I didn't realize. I better get some nipple tats quick.
Please don't.
I just learned Ela likes nipple tats.
His name's Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Yeah, so was he kicked off the show? That's what I saw in the headline.
Oh, hold on, let me look at this.
Anyway, let's watch. So Big Ed has been through a lot of controversies on this show, I'm sad to say. First controversy was he asked Rose to shave her legs.
Which was very insensitive.
He said, he goes, "Your legs look like mine, and I'd like you to shave them." And then they're doing, you know how they do the confessionals away from the partner? He goes, "It's gross." So I think that rubbed people the wrong way. Then a separate incident, he told her she had bad breath, and he gave her mouthwash. And she's like, "I have an ulcer, I have a condition."
But also he presented it as a gift. Like, he was like, "I got you all these gifts." Right. And then one of them was a mouthwash.
Well, it was all mouth related. It was toothbrush, toothpaste, and mouthwash. It's like, "I got you a really nice gift." And so he's constantly embarrassing her. The other one, there's so many great moments with Big Ed, if I'm being honest. There was another great moment where they went to see monkeys. They went on a vacation. This I have to admit this was a little effed up. She's there with her son, and she wants him to spend time with her and her son, but he wants to spend time without the son. And so he kind of makes her leave her son to go on this vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they go on the vacation, and then they tour this island with monkeys on it. And the monkeys start freaking him out. He gets all scared of the monkeys. I guess one of the monkeys like took an ice cream from him, and he got all scared. It was funny. And then finally, the big moment comes when Ed, who is in his 40s, I believe, or 50s maybe.
Probably 50s.
He's 54.
54. So Ed is 54, yet he's dating a 22-year-old. And she's been very upfront with Ed. She says, "I want 2 kids. That's my dream, is to have 2 kids." And Ed says, "I don't want to have any kids."
Well, at first he didn't say anything, even though she said that she wants more kids. And only then he confronted her.
At the very end of the trip.
At the end of the trip.
He says, I was planning to get a vasectomy. And I don't want kids. She goes, "Well, maybe that's something you can think about." He says, "I have nothing to think about. I don't want kids." Now.
Also, he describes it as a little snip.
Yeah.
Even though she understands English.
She's pretty
good.
Fluent. Yeah, she's pretty good. You got news?
Yeah. So, 90 Day Fiance rumors claim Jeffrey was banned from Tele Reunion. Tele episodes around the corner. Apparently, spoilers have been revealed. Current season of 90 Day Fiance. Many are unhappy with the casting. Here we go. He failed. I guess the production didn't know of his criminal records, how severe they were. I've tried to remove Jeffrey from the show due to his lengthy criminal record, but it seems like
lengthy.
So
TLC didn't catch wind of the charges until they already filmed the season.
Wait, so it's lengthy so I know he went to jail for selling drugs. He admits to her. Isn't that kind of effed up though? They used the footage of him, and then they kick him off the tell-all.
How
kind of crap is that?
I mean, I wonder what's that bad that at that point he can't be in the last episode if he's already in the show.
Right, there's something else. He killed someone apparently.
He has been accused of raping and attacking one of his ex-wives, leaving her bloodied in their home. Fans already questioned how he passed the background checks and are unable to granted a visa
What?
Oh
to
my
visit
God.
Russia.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
No.
bro! I would. I think that's probably a little more severe than dealing drugs.
That's pretty sad because they actually seemed like they were really bonding as a real couple. Him and the
Yeah.
girl.
I was like, why is this dude going to Ukraine to find a bride? Now I know why.
Yeah, so he's accused of
This
beating
keeps
a
going.
lady.
I'm reading about it too. This just like keeps going.
This is the
I
dude
guess-
with the nipple tats, by the way. Go ahead, Dan.
Right. Yeah. I guess he was also he's been married 4 times. It sounds like.
Oh, wow.
And most recently in 2014, it would appear. And there's some stuff with that. And then in June of 2019, so just last summer, he was arrested for assaulting his then girlfriend.
No
Oh.
way.
So it's not even in the past.
my
like,
God.
No,
long
this
time
is
Yo,
like-
ago?
yo, dude.
'Cause he
What are
kept-
they doing? They can't match these two up. How are they airing this? Because the mom, like, he's up there, and she's like, "You got to tell my mom that you went to jail for selling drugs," and then the mom's like, "I don't trust him. You know, I don't want to." But the dude, TLC is. This dude got arrested for beating his girlfriend last summer.
Accused of.
They're
Apparently
They claim they didn't know the criminal charges.
Yeah, and apparently they started filming only like a month after that. So he was basically arrested like just
How do you
What?
not know
prior
that?
to starting the show.
Oh my
But
God.
uh,
That's crazy because the whole time during the season he was talking about his background and it sounded like okay, like he's
moved
sold
on.
drugs, but he moved on and it sounded like it was a long time ago. So I was starting to
Drug
think, like,
selling, whatever. But
give him a
yeah, I mean,
break.
it sounds like he has multiple assaults and domestic violence.
Wow.
wait,
charges.
these producers are straight up evil if they're willing to chaperone this relationship with this poor Ukrainian girl who's going to move to the United States. She's going to be fully dependent on him, stuck there, and
Well, what
if
do you
he's
mean?
abusive,
You're saying they're not letting him be part of the show.
no, they're not letting him be part of the reunion. He's already part of the show. You know what I'm saying?
No, but they're probably not going to continue with the 90-day fiance actual season.
This show's so fucked. Like, they find the
So
most fucked
crazy.
up people.
Because this is
They
before
put-
the 90-day.
They broadcast them on the world stage, and someone like Big Ed is now, and like this guy is just being trashed on the world stage. Nothing can prepare you for the amount of shit you get from. I don't know why anybody goes on this show. Nobody has come out of this alive. Big Ed, like, okay, I mean, I guess let's just watch this video. Actually, we don't even need to watch it. Let's just read the comments, you know? Because Big Ed goes, because I watch them, they're going to, like, block my video. They're ruthless.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. There's a new thing on YouTube. I'm not even going to get claimed. They just block your fucking video.
Right,
And
and then the whole video is just blocked. You can't even watch it.
I've been complaining to YouTube about this. I'm like, look, I don't even mind getting claimed. I have sponsors. I don't care about getting claimed. You block it. I can't work. I can't make a show. This is insane. I don't know why companies do that. It's just evil, man. Fuck you, TLC. But I love your content. I hate them though. They're evil. They have to be. They have to be. Anyway, he goes, look, I don't want kids. And she's like, basically, Ed, you embarrass me. You humiliate me. You only tell me now after all of this you knew I wanted kids. Now you're telling me you don't want kids.
After you slept with me.
Exactly. And basically she's like, fuck you, I'm done. And it was just one of those moments where everyone in the theater's like, you go, girl. You know what I mean? So Big Ed is on this. Let's read some comments here. It's okay, Rose. I believe you'll find better next time. There's a lot of comments about his neck, and I have to say that I don't approve of those. Ed has the maturity of a 5-year-old, and we're just not going to talk about that neck. Boy, I didn't expect the neck shit. I'm only reading what's here.
You can only imagine. I mean, it's YouTube comments.
Yes, please leave him.
worst of
He's
the
so
worst.
freaking disgusting, and not just physically. He's even uglier on the inside. Shake my head. I don't know how they edit this show though. Just to speak at least devil's advocate on behalf of Ed, you know, I don't know how they edit it because they've always at every turn Ed has just looked like the biggest doofus, and I'm sure he must have had some good moments.
That's true. They make it seem like there's not even one good moment.
Yeah, like he went to visit her dad's pig farm, and he was just like such a buffoon. He was like slipping in the mud and you know, I feel like the guy must have had a good moment. Wow. I want so badly to call him a disgusting pig, but then I would feel bad for pigs.
I can't get over this story about Jeffrey.
Yeah, I know.
I was starting to get really invested in their relationship. And also, I thought, like, her mom was overreacting.
Right, I did too.
And everyone was overreacting.
He didn't strike me as a spousal abuser, but I guess you never know.
He strikes me as an unpredictable person. He seems like
he's crazy.
He also said I come with baggage, and I was like, I wasn't sure what he
meant.
He
has flame tattoos on his nipples.
Yeah,
he's very soft-spoken and effeminate. So I honestly thought he was gay at first, but I guess I don't know, man.
Because of Igor.
That was, dude, you gotta watch. You just have to watch this show. I can't even get into Igor. I want to watch this clip so bad. What do I do? I'm afraid we get blocked. Should I just watch it?
It will definitely get blocked.
Yeah, we'll get blocked.
I tested it.
It's so unfair. I gotta talk to YouTube about this. Oh, and finally, thank you to Hims for sponsoring us. You've heard me talk about Hims and how they're helping guys look their very best. And if you haven't yet, it's time to see what they're all about. Hims, did you guys know that 66% of men start to lose their hair by age 35? 66%? Damn. Once you've noticed hair thinning, it's already too late. Is that hairline slowly starting to move backwards? Do you have any bald spots yet? Well, the best way to prevent more hair loss is to do something about it. Dag nabbit. What is dag nabbit? Is it like a parody of
like what Yosemite Sam would say.
But
when he's
what does
upset.
it mean? What does dag, nag, dabbit, nag, dab, nagget mean?
Tag nabbit. I don't know what the
Look into
origin of that is.
We need
I couldn't tell you.
The best way to prevent more hair loss is to do something about it while you still have it. So why do you guys turn to weird solutions or do nothing when you can turn to science and medicine? Introducing 4hims.com, the one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have hair. Thanks to science, baldness is now optional. This is not a snake pill oil or gas station counter supplement. This is prescriptions backed by science and doctors. Hims was created by guys who know that some men's health conversions are easier online than in person. We got no more awkward in-doctor visits or long pharmacy lines. 4Hims connects you to real doctors online, which could save you hours. You simply complete a confidential and discreet form, and you answer a few questions, and a doctor reviews it, determines if it's right for you, and can prescribe you the medicine to treat your hair loss that's shipped directly to your door. Right now, for our listeners, you get a free month for free. First month free. Go to 4hims.com/H3. That's 4hims.com/H3. Prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid only if prescribed. 3-month minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. See website for full detail and important safety information. Remember, that's 4hims.com/H3. Thank you, 4hims.
Would you like to know the etymology of dag nabbit now?
Yeah, please.
It apparently is it's just a censored way of saying God damn it. It's like the words
Dag
kind
nabbit.
of scramp because people were afraid. You said God damn it. That's
You get cursed.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Dag
right. It's a
nabbit.
curse word.
So it's like the same letters rearranged?
Dag. Well,
It's not the same, but it's like it's got the same
it's
rhythm.
God backwards with an A instead of an O, right?
Yeah,
Dag.
exactly. Right.
Dag nabbit. Dag nab
Nabbit
you.
instead of damn it. Yeah.
Dag nab you.
You're yelling in my ear.
I've been putting this video off for so long. We have to watch it. Skippy God bless Skippy the virgin. Still a virgin, by the way. It still doesn't
That's
masturbate.
pretty impressive.
The guy doesn't. Man, we should have got him on a call to watch this, but so it is. So life is. He went to Cannes Film Festival.
No, he didn't. You say it every time.
Which one?
Sundance.
What's the difference? You Cannes, you
In
Sundance.
France. One is in Utah.
He went to Sundance Film Festival, and he got a bunch of celebrities. You know, he's like obsessed with celebrities, and this is his thing: is he goes to Sundance and just stalks them. It's awesome, and he got a bunch of them to give a shout out to our show. So, without further ado, I give you Skippy harassing celebrities for 7 minutes straight for our show to promote our show. So, from Always Sunny, Caitlin Olsen.
Where they have 6 million subscribers. Would you say hi? This is Caitlin, and subscribe to the H3 podcast.
H3?
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's Caitlin Olsen. You might want to check out the H3 podcast.
Woohoo!
I might do it also.
Hey, this is David Arquette. You're watching
David
the
Arquette.
H3 podcast. What's up, H3 podcast?
James Van. There's some deep cuts. James Van Der Beek. Oh, I didn't realize that was 2 words. Van Der Beek. Bro, how you get 4 words in your name? James Van Der Beek. That's a word. I guess I'm late on this one. Everybody knew that. Is that not funny to you? He's got a word in his name that's Dan, back me up. All right, moving on.
Thanks, James. My name is Skippy, and then have you heard of the H3 podcast? They've got 6 million subscribers.
No.
Would you say that top right there?
This video makes me feel very
Hi,
unknown.
this is Winston Sorrow.
This makes me feel very not.
Puts it all in perspective.
Yeah. Hey, you've heard of the H3 podcast? No.
Lovely to be on the show.
H3 podcast.
Oh, by the way, Skippy's such a legend. He did a whole printout of things he wanted them to say, and he laminated it. And so he gives them this like menu, what looks like a diner menu, of talking points.
That was so kind of you, man. Thank you. Thank you as publicists and people. Sorry about that. Aubrey?
Audrey
I've
Plaza.
actually seen you play basketball. I was watching my friend's No New Friends, and so I watched you with the Pistol Shrimps.
Good small talk, Skippy.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you guys.
No filming.
And I was here when you had Mystery Team too, 15 years ago. Anyways, thank you guys.
Missed the shout out
My
there.
friends are with the H3
Oh,
podcast.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Hi, H3 podcast.
Oh!
Ethan's obsessed with Hamilton.
That's so funny. Wait, whose editing is this? Ours or his? With the flames.
Ian put that in.
Okay.
There goes my friend Stanley.
Who's Stanley Tukey?
We've met a couple.
Andy
Can I get you to
Sandberg.
say hi to my friend? Oh, can you look out there? Sorry. Hey, Andy, can you just? Oh, Andy, can you look
I
just
love
right
this.
there?
This is the best.
there.
This is the best video we've ever watched.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I just love watching him try to get in there.
Sorry,
Look, you see the
I'm
laminated
right
photo?
here. Sorry.
It's awesome.
Sorry, guys. Oh, will you say hi?
Skippy is such a legend.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay.
America.
Remember me from last year, by the way?
Hi.
And will you say hi to my friends on the H3 podcast?
Oh, hi, H3 podcast.
Thank you.
I'm surprised people are so willing to give shout outs to shows they don't know. Because I could be a white nationalist for all they know. It could be a show about
Yeah, I
they
think
didn't
we left
say
it
I
in. There's a
endorse-
couple that have that. They're like, no, I don't know who that is. I'm not saying that.
yeah, because if somebody asked me to endorse something I didn't know, I would hesitate.
But you're not endorsing, you're just saying hi.
Right. Some people actually say, watch the H3 podcast.
Right, that's endorsing. I
And
guess.
then all of a sudden. Right. I mean, I'm not, as far I guess if it depends who you ask, but I don't think I am. Oh, this guy actually knows who we are.
H3 podcast.
Marcus
Oh,
Schreibner.
podcast. What's up, guys?
Do you know
How
that?
you doing? Ethan, everybody?
Yeah.
This guy knows us. I'm sorry, I don't know who he is, though. Does anyone know who Marcus Schreibner is? No, crickets.
I'd have to see a picture of him.
Not a clue.
Virgin, 42-year-old virgin. So.
Dope,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Looks like he's from a show called Blackish.
Oh, Blackish. Fantastic. What up, Marcus?
Yeah. Do you want to say hi to my friends on the H3 podcast?
No, sorry.
No, I love
you.
that I love that we get to see people say no. Will Ferrell, this is a big shot. Let's see how he responds.
Hi, Will.
That's it. Walked by.
And will you say hi to my friends at H3H3?
Oh, yeah,
They're a
dude,
podcast
it's
with
fucking
6 million
Strider.
subscribers.
Hello, H3H3.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you guys. Hi. Will you say hi to my friends at H3H3? They're a podcast with 6 million subscribers.
What is it about? No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
take a picture.
Perfect.
I
Thanks.
don't know
That
who that
works.
is. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. See ya.
Smart. It's smart. You don't want to endorse somebody
I
you
can't
don't know.
believe we got 7 minutes of this.
I wish we had double.
Appreciate stopping. See, and will you
Hi.
say hi to my friends at the
Hi, friends.
H3H3 podcast?
Where are they?
They're a podcast with a few million
Let
subscribers.
me just say, like, it's so humiliating to have to do this for, like, hi H3 podcast. You know what I mean? Don't you feel it's humiliating?
For them?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Hi H3 Podcast. How are you?
Thank you so much.
Hi,
And will you
Jesse.
say hi to my friends at
Jude
the H3
Law?
podcast? They
Hello,
got
at
6 million.
H3 Podcast.
Jude Law, I would totally take his dick in my butt. Look how bohemian he's dressed. Dude, we got a shout out from Jude Law.
So much. And will you say hi to my friends at the H3 podcast? They
Hello,
got
at
6 million.
H3 Podcast.
You're the best. Thank you, Jude. Jerry?
Jude Law could spit in my mouth.
Jerry Minor, right? I'm Skippy. We met in LA. When I first moved there, you were like the first one I met.
This is
I
my
love
favorite.
And
this.
then
Old
you're not
friends.
Jerry Minor. Will you say hi to my friends at the
Whoa,
H3?
I got on. He goes, yo, you remember me? We met in LA. And he says, I've never been to LA.
Really?
First one I met.
Listen.
And then oh, you're not Jerry Minor. Will you say hi to my friends at the H3 podcast?
Wait, did he say you're not Jerry? Did he mistake him for someone else, Ian? Because you edited this, right?
Maybe.
Because he goes,
And then oh, you're not Jerry Minor.
he says you're not Jerry
Yeah,
Minor.
nah.
Ian, what is this? You got to explain this. He mistook him for someone else.
Yeah, it cut off pretty quick.
That's awesome. How long was the original video? Because this one's 7 minutes and 20 minutes.
I think it was
One second.
about maybe an hour 15.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Wait, was it just not edited at all? Just a whole like?
Yeah,
one
it'd just be
shot?
him walking for like
Okay.
10 minutes, but it was edited.
It
But
was edited. Yeah, I was about to say no. There was a lot of just like extra shit in there too, but that hour and a half was already cut down.
So
Wow.
but can we just appreciate that he just mistook this random black dude for another black dude, Jerry Minor, and he says you're not Jerry
There,
Minor.
you were like the first
Awesome.
one I met. And then oh, you're not Jerry Minor. Oh, will you say hi to my
Absolutely.
friends at the H3 podcast?
No, I don't want to do
Okay,
that. But
no
hi,
worries, no
Skippy.
worries.
It's
Thank
good
you
to
so
meet
much.
you.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
cheers.
It's okay. Thank you.
Good call.
Yeah, I'll get out of your way. Thank you for letting me do that.
Ooh, team bitch that.
Can you say hi to my friends on the H3 podcast?
Hi to your friends at H3 Podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya. Thank you, publicist. I appreciate you
Who's
stopping for
Clayne
us.
Crawford?
Thank you. You want to say hi to my friends on the H3 podcast? Have you
Moses
heard of the
Arias?
H3? Was good. No, I haven't.
Wait, is that the
they got
guy?
Like 6 million. They make a bunch of cringe videos and stuff like that. I'm the real life 40-year-old virgin. They make fun of one of my videos.
Cool device.
Oh, thank you. Look at this cool chick. You look gorgeous today,
Thank
by the
you.
way.
I appreciate it. Oh,
Thank-
is that a?
Yeah,
oh,
no,
video.
it's a little video. Thank
Okay,
you.
I love it.
We have a friend in common.
Allison Brie, ooh, big
Right?
stars.
Can I get a? Oh, and will you say hi to my friends on the H3 podcast?
On the
H3 podcast.
This is awesome.
Hi to everyone on the H3 podcast.
This is freaking
I
awesome,
can't wait
dude.
to tell Lynn that I saw you.
Yo, we
Thank
send
you.
Skippy out here enough times, people are gonna start to remember us for not the right reason. But people will remember. They'll get H3 is gonna stick in their head, man. Then all of a sudden, Allison Brie gets a message from a publicist H3. She's like, I remember H3. Where have I heard that before? Skippy the Virgin, yada yada yada. Our show's huge.
Hi again, you guys.
Hi.
I'm not gonna harass you. Just gonna say hi. So I am Skippy.
not a
Oh,
photo, it's a video.
I'm doing it. And do you know who H3
Oh, he does that a
are?
lot
Their
to
YouTube
people.
channel
I'm
is 6
noticing,
million
where they think it's a photo, but it's a video. It's awesome.
subscribers.
Okay.
Will you say hi to my friends on the H3H3 podcast?
Hi to your friends on the H3. What is it?
H3 podcast.
All right. Hi to your friends in the H3 podcast.
Thank you. I'll let you go. So, do you know who H3H3 are?
I have to say, and I
6
don't
million
mean to be
subscribers.
snobby,
Will you
I don't
say
know
hi
who a
to
lot
the
of these people are.
H3H3 guys?
Hi, H3H3. What's up?
All right.
Chris
Yeah,
Red.
you are.
Yeah, yeah.
The last time you were here, you were at the.
Wait, did he say he knows who we are?
Operation Smile Ski-
Who's Skippy?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, yeah.
The last time you were here, you were at the Operation Smile ski race. and that was the last time I saw you. So thank you for stopping. And will you say hi to my friends from H3H3?
Hi to all your friends from H3H3.
He's praying that Skippy doesn't have a knife on him, I could tell. Paul Bettany. I love when he goes, I've met you before. Oh, good. You have a knife on you, dude.
See you guys. Oh,
What happened
I
here?
think Skippy almost ate shit.
Sorry. Thank you guys. Sorry.
How many years have we been
Jim.
seeing each
The
other?
first year
Oh,
I met you was...
dude, Jim Gaffigan looks like Skippy, but like, dude, Jim looks like Skippy's
wow,
dad.
he does.
Or like his
related.
uncle or some shit. And Jim goes, how many times have we met here? Like, they're old friends. This
Guys,
is the best.
sorry.
How many years have we been seeing each
The
other?
first year I met you was my second year coming, so since 2005.
That's insane.
Will you say hi to my friends at the H3H3 podcast? Maybe say go watch it or
Go watch the H3H3
podcast.
See you, Jim.
Thank you so much. Can I get a photo? I owe you an apology.
Apology.
Anne Hathaway, he starts by saying, I owe you an apology. What could he have done to Anne Hathaway? God, look how she's being bombarded.
I'm a fan, right? Perfect, thank you. And I owe you an apology.
Oh, she's like, I don't want your apology.
Thank you. Hey,
Bill,
funny
got
little
it.
question. Does anyone ever call your dad Stellar Skateboard? It's an online meme.
All right, nice one,
Tony,
Skippy.
do you remember me by chance?
Tony Hale.
I'm Skippy. Will you say hi to my friends on the H3 podcast?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Thanks. Thank you, Tony. And then right here, really quick, and I'm the
Molly
last one, I
Shannon?
think.
Okay, nice to
Okay,
see
and will you say hi to my friends on the H3H3 podcast?
Oh, what do you want me to say?
Oh, hi H3H3.
This is great. I feel like a voyeur, like I shouldn't be watching this, you know?
I just want to
It's
say
so-
hi to all your friends at
Yes.
H3H3.
I adore you so much. All right,
Wow, she
I'll
was
shut
good
up.
for it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Molly. Too bad for her, we're white nationalists and she just endorsed no-Nazis.
Yes, you guys are so great. Hey Zach, can I get a good one with you? Oops.
Can I get a good one with you? Oh, he's running up to the car window. And the window is not going down. He's by the window. Okay.
Thank you. I didn't get a good one
Zach
with you.
Woods.
So perfect. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye. Sorry, I'll
You
get
got a
off
good one
the
with
street.
Zach Woods.
Hey, are you from Broad City?
I love he doesn't know the name. Are you from Broad City?
Or, no, you're from Portlandia. Portlandia, right?
This
Can I
is-
get a photo with you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Carrie
Sorry,
Brownstein.
But I love Portlandia.
Who
Sorry.
did the names? Was it you, Ian, or Skippy?
I did the ones I knew, and then Skippy gave us some more.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a dumbass.
Well, that was fantastic reporting from Skippy at the
Cannes Film
the
Festival.
Cannes.
River Dance. How do you call it? The River Dance.
Yeah, that's it. Riverdance.
Thank you to Skippy. That was a fantastic reporting. I'd love to send Skippy. You know, it'd be the best to send Skippy to like a porn convention. Wouldn't that be the greatest on-field reporting ever? I don't think he'd be up for it though.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Something tells me he's
I don't think
not down.
God, could you imagine?
the bishop will
His
not
he would
approve.
just jizz his pants like someone that depraved of sexual like stimulus, you know. Oh, that was awesome. Congratulations to Elon Musk and Grimes, the arrival of their new baby boy named X. AAE.
Arsh.
XAE A12. No, I know it's Ash. But saying Ash doesn't do justice to how weird it is. Congratulations to their baby boy, X Ash A12, who will definitely be super stoked that they named him that throughout his entire life. I think they'll probably just call him Ash, though.
Or he'll go by X, Professor X.
X is a kind of a dope name. AX. Yeah, I like that. God, that's a weird one, man. Elon, she was tweeting from the hospital the explanation for the baby's name, X, the unknown variable. AE, Ash, my elven spelling of AI. Love or artificial intelligence. What's Elven about it? Is that an Elven character? Okay. A12.
No. Elves aren't real, so no.
Try telling that to A12. A12 is the precursor to the SR-17, our favorite aircraft. Why not just use SR-17 if that's your favorite aircraft? Why A12? No weapons, no defense, just speed. Great in battle, but non-violent. And the A, of course, stands for Archangel. And then Elon corrects her. He says SR-71, but yes. And she responded, I am recovering from surgery and barely alive, so may my typos be forgiven, but damn it, that was meant to be profound. I couldn't tell if they must have just been goofing around, right? Yeah.
I have to assume.
Let's assume that for the sake of young X Ash A12. Let's see. On Joe Rogan, Elon was recently on Rogan. Man, I gotta turn my ad block on. What the fuck is this shit? Trying to do a show here.
And then how do you say the name?
Well,
he's
a placeholder?
First of all, my partner is the one that actually mostly came up with the name.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, she's great at names. So, I mean, it's just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced Ash.
Joe can't help but laugh at it.
And then A12 is my contribution.
Oh, why A12?
Archangel 12, the precursor to the SR-71. Coolest plane ever.
I agree with you. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, I appreciate the joke. I mean, it's fun. It's a little kooky, so I appreciate Joe just being upfront about that. But anyway, congratulations to them. That was in all the news. X is kind of a dope name, and so is Ash, though. So I have a feeling he's not going to go by X Ash A12. They'll probably abbreviate that. Oh, did you guys monkeys are brazy out here, boy. This video's been making its rounds, and this is some nightmare fuel because, well, first of all, Ela, I didn't know that monkeys were this powerful. You can see it's a small monkey.
You haven't watched enough Joe Rogan, then.
Well, you're talking about he always talks about gorillas, right? Or no, does he talk about monkeys?
I guess it is mostly gorillas, but no, it's just monkeys in general. He's got
So
a
look at
big
this
monkey
little
obsession.
This little monkey comes charging down the street and basically kidnaps. Oh, he's on a bike too. It's fucking crazy. And he pulls up and then he takes this girl.
Hey,
The monkey's dragging this poor girl down the street like.
Why does the monkey have a bicycle?
There's so many questions about this video.
And then why was this guy filming? This monkey comes bombing down the street on a bike. Okay.
A little tiny monkey bike.
And then he grabs the girl and tries to take off with her. Bro, what in the fuck?
Why does he have monkey bike?
And then but he's so strong. How is the monkey so strong? Because the girl's bigger than the monkey. That girl's probably like maybe 3 years old. I don't know. Maybe older.
Well, she was taken by surprise, too.
No, but once she hit the ground, it didn't surprise me that he took her out. Because he took her out and she hit the ground. But then he grabbed her and dragged her ass like 20 feet. That's what shocked me. You know?
Yep.
Fuck. Ela suggested we skip that video, but I insisted we watch it.
I do like it now on second watch.
Ela's like, do we need to watch this? I was like, are you crazy? That monkey?
I was afraid that it's one of those videos that if you're like only listening, you won't get it, but I was wrong.
Well, the people listening are like, no, you weren't wrong. This is a good one. The United States quarter, 2020 quarter, has on the back of it bats. Nice timing on that one.
Creepy. How do I get one?
Yeah, it's kind of cool, actually. Now that's a collectible. Remember the coronavirus, collectible quarters minted by the U.S. government. In memory of the coronavirus. Coronavirus! Apparently it was put in honor to to honor the American Pacific Island Territory, which features a cheerful-looking mama fruit bat and her pup. No, that's the bat that started coronavirus. That's funny. Where do you buy a quarter? How much does it cost to get a quarter? So is this just in circulation? This is just the quarter?
Did you just ask how much it costs to buy a quarter?
Well, I don't know if it's like a collectible or if this is just like general circulation. This is just the new quarter?
Yeah, no, it's just a yes, yeah.
How much for
Well, they do.
Well, because, you know, sometimes they sell dollar coins like on TV. You can buy this $1 coin for $20.
Right, okay, yeah.
They put them in sets through the mint. So like they'll have sterling silver ones and stuff like that. So you could pay upwards of $25 for a quarter.
There you go. You see, I'm not stupid. Thank you, Zach.
I want one.
Well, apparently, if you just go
Anybody
to the bank,
who's paying $25 for a quarter is stupid, though. Can we agree on that?
I don't know, Dan. Some coins are worth a lot of money. They're very close.
I collect coins, Dan. What are you trying to say?
Yeah,
and the
Zach
year's 2020.
What'd you say, Zach?
I said I collect coins.
And then you said,
really?
Are you gonna get one
I
of
do.
these?
Maybe, yeah. I'll look on the mint.
What's your most valuable quarter worth?
How much would you pay for this coin?
Oh, no, it's
I don't have valuable coins. I have valuable dollar bills. Like I have a 1934 $10 bill, but back when they had like the silver, so you could get silver and gold for it when they still had the gold standard.
I think that was the year.
Sure.
I know about that because in 1934 was the last year they actually made them out of silver, I remember.
Well, the 1933 double gold eagle coin, which they made illegal. I think FDR made them illegal. There's something like that.
So back in the day, a dollar was worth so much that they actually made them out of silver, and the value was equal. Now, obviously, the silver is worth way more than a dollar. And I remember I went to the bank. I used to always go to the bank as a kid and get silver dollars in the hope that I got one of these old rare ones. And lo and behold, it's so crazy. I actually got one from the bank that was from 1934 that was made of silver.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And my dad couldn't believe it because my dad was somewhat of a coin collector. And it was a very rare coin. It was worth like a couple $100. And my dad goes, he's like, I'll give you $5 for it. And I was like, fuck yeah, as a kid. And then he sold it for $200.
Wow.
And kept the money for himself.
Of course.
Just another great story of my dad ripping his own son off. But how crazy is that the bank actually gave me a silver dollar?
That's pretty cool.
How about that for a story, huh? Fantastic.
How do you
Tune in
find
next
out
week on Coin Facts, the podcast.
The
that
year.
Yeah.
This headline kind of shook me to my core. Tom Cruise is collaborating with NASA to shoot a movie in space. Tom Cruise is going to space to shoot a movie. Does this not incredible to you guys?
It is.
NASA is excited to work with Tom Cruise on a film aboard the space station. He's actually going on the space station.
It's pretty badass.
The reason being, they said, we need popular media to inspire a new generation of engineers and scientists to make NASA ambitious plans a reality. That's actually a really good cause. But what I wonder is, I feel like filming in space probably is going to be more difficult than just, and probably look weirder than just filming it in a studio. Like, they've gotten so good at it now. When I see movies that are supposed to be in space, like there was that recent one with Christopher Nolan. What was that one called when he was floating around in the black hole and all that?
Interstellar?
Yeah, Interstellar. It's gotten so good that it's like, I wonder, it has to be really challenging to actually shoot in space. Thoughts, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very curious what exactly this is going to be. I imagine it's not going to be a whole movie that they shoot up there. It's probably just a few scenes from it or something. But what's interesting is it's like, you know, as you know, it costs an immense amount of money to send somebody to space. So are they just sending Tom? And if so, does that mean like the current astronauts on the space station are going to be the cameramen for these
Or
scenes?
it's just all kind of
Or are
like
they sending up a crew?
selfie type of?
I would guess they're going to send one cameraman.
Maybe the director. Maybe the
'Cause you wanna
director,
make sure that shot
cinematographer or
is good.
something. Yeah.
I feel like whatever it is, it's gonna be really interesting because it's so real, and you're gonna feel it. However, it's gonna be expressed, you're gonna feel that it's real.
And I actually I disagree a little bit with what certainly the technology has come to such an extent that in movies like Interstellar, it's quite believable. But when you look at footage of people actually floating around in space, it's impossible to actually reproduce the effect of zero gravity, like what that looks like with people's limbs kind of floating off in weird directions. It's still, I haven't seen it simulated to 100% yet. So, I mean, is it worth it to go through all this trouble to do it? Maybe not. Like, you're right. You can get it in the studio close enough that it's fine. But it sounds like the ulterior motive here is to, promote the space program and everything. So,
well, I think
if that's the goal, then
yeah.
Certainly it's cool.
I'm super looking forward to seeing how that comes out.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
It feels exciting, like in a way that you don't really see anymore, where something is like, whoa, like that's unthinkable.
Like Jackie
You know
Chan.
what I mean? Like
Jackie Chan used to jump off a building. Off
I
a
guess
helicopter.
I feel like we've kind of gotten used to a million
You're right.
possibilities
You're
that
right.
you don't really feel that feeling anymore. It's
Space,
exciting.
baby. Tom Cruise. This is how this meeting went in Hollywood. We're gonna take Tom Cruise and we're gonna put him in space. Actual space. I'm in. How are we gonna watch this though? Nobody. The movie theaters are done. Straight to Netflix, I guess.
This is probably a long ways out if they're just announcing it now. I mean, these space missions get planned years in advance, right? So
it'd be crazy
probably
if Tom
won't even
Cruise
go
got
up for a
stuck
while.
in space on the International Space Station. That's so cool. Anyway, congratulations to Tom Cruise. Scientology made this happen. In his mind, everything like this just justifies the beliefs that he
I wonder
is
if
the most
they're gonna
important man alive.
send one of his Scientology handlers with him.
Dude. I hope not, man. NASA, you got to put your foot down on that shit. We can't send Scientologists to space. We have to keep all the Scientologists, with Tom Cruise being the one exception, out of space. Shredder.
Yeah, he's itching
all day. You know what confused me? I kept seeing this story about the UFOs, but we had a whole segment talking about this. The whole video was going viral recently.
Yeah, it's become viral again because now it was officially released by the military, whereas before I believe it was leaked and like sort of pseudo confirmed by the military that it was authentic, but now it's been like officially released, I guess, and so it's kind of doing a second round right now.
So I'm confused because here it says the following video clips were declassified by the Navy. The Defense Department said the videos show unidentified aerial phenomena. But when we interviewed Mick West, he claimed that it was like really just ordinary shit like lens flares or whatever, or the reflection of the plane or some mundane explanation. But the Navy is saying that it was aerial phenomena. So for them to say that kind of gives credence to the theory that this is
it's pretty interesting.
something else.
I mean, Mick, when he was breaking it down, I mean, he's doing it as a layperson that just sort of has a skeptical mind and trying to come up with other explanations. But yeah, I mean, with them coming out and outright saying they don't know what it is, hard to argue with that.
It's really interesting with the dialogue.
Fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is an LNS, dude. Well, if there's like that thing.
In a statement, the Defense Department said it was releasing the video in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulating was real. I really don't know what to
I
believe
love that
about
they
it.
say it's to. I love that they say it's to clear up confusion.
Right.
And their way of clearing up confusion is coming out and confirming that it is indeed a UFO without any other like follow-up statement or anything. I feel like that creates more confusion, right?
I am confused. It's a they called it an aerial phenomena. Them calling it an aerial phenomena definitely doesn't. It sounds like it. That's them saying this is something that we can't explain what it is. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, yes, in essence. I mean, it doesn't
don't know
mean
what
that
to
it's
think
aliens.
about
It means that they don't know what it is.
What if aliens are just cruising around in little
But if aliens really like traveled in some kind of aircraft, don't you think we'll have like real actual footage that is just so clear?
Yes, I do.
Like, I just wonder why it's always this little dot.
That's my problem with this. Every time there's a UFO or alien or unexplainable thing, it's always some blurry ass dot. And you know why? Is because once it becomes into focus, you know what it is, and it doesn't become an issue. It's only when it's a blurry little dot that it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's not a blurry dot, then you don't even hear about it because it's not interesting.
Or it could just be that they're using advanced covenant cloaking technology, like in the video game series Halo. Halo. Have you ever heard of Halo?
I have heard of Halo, but this one
You've
is
heard of
not
Halo?
cloaked.
But that's a thermal imaging. So maybe they're just seeing the thermal signature, but it's in fact using some sort of cloaking device, which is why it can't be seen by the naked eye.
Got it.
What do you think about that?
Are you
mind blown?
Yeah,
I've played a lot of Halo, so I know a thing or two about cloaking devices. And, that's what it looks like.
Have
to
you
me,
watched
so.
Star Trek though?
Oh, so much Star Trek. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Romulan cloaking device.
But I would get, if it is aliens, I would say it's a little robot, probably unmanned, sending out explorers.
But some people say that the gray aliens, some people say that the gray aliens are just sort of biological drones that are being remotely controlled by beings in another star system or whatever. So.
Sorry, what are we talking about again?
What are they, gray aliens?
You don't know what grays are?
No, what is a gray alien?
The grays it's the name for just those stereotypical aliens that you always see with the big eyes.
The Area 51
kind of
classics?
Yes, exactly. They call them grays.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's racist.
So they're being remote controlled by other more alien-looking aliens?
I mean,
come on, Dan.
I don't
spill it. What do you know?
Believe all this stuff.
All right, let's wrap it up.
That's what I've read. That's what I've read.
How long have we been going? Because it's hard to tell.
I have no
It's been
idea.
so messy today.
We've started so many times. Probably about an hour and a half.
Today was a very messy episode. And
I could keep going. I got more shit.
I think quarantine is getting in our heads. Are you guys starting to feel really tired all the time?
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel so
tired all the
lethargic.
time.
It's the quarantine.
I think it's a lack of sunshine, at least in my case. So I've been trying to force myself to go outside more.
I don't know, because I still go outside to walk the dogs or something, but I feel like that doesn't help. It's just the being at home all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went one day to the office this week to review some 35 samples, and it felt so good just getting dressed, doing something, see other people.
I think you got to force yourself to do
We
that.
kept social distancing and a mask, but it's getting to me.
Yeah. The other day, I just went for a drive for like an hour, which is actually really nice to do now because there's no traffic in LA, which is not normal. And so I drove like all the way across town and back without really a destination in mind in about an hour.
We like doing that too.
Yeah, that circuit would take like 4 hours on a normal day. So
And gas is free right now too.
Theodore started out loving drives, and then he started to hate them, and now he's going back to loving the drives. So we should go on a drive.
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
I feel like it made me so much lazier because like I'm so
While you're
inactive.
chewing.
I'm so inactive. And the less active I am,
Me
the
too,
more
actually.
lazy I become and lethargic I become.
I actually was really getting into exercising before quarantine started.
That's right.
All
Doing it
right.
Twice a week. And it made me feel better. My back pain was getting less frequent. And now my body just feels like it's
Well, you should
about
just do
to
the
break.
bike. I need to do the bike. I want to do it every morning, but I can't. Every morning, then I've been having trouble sleeping lately. You know, it's a whole mess. I mean, God.
You really don't help yourself when it's like 1:30 and instead of going to sleep, you're like, okay, I'm going to play video games.
Yeah, but I'm not tired.
What's your
But
Paragon level?
it doesn't help to go and play
My
games.
Paragon level, it's like 1,025. I'm ranked like 160 now.
Yo, what's going on with Alfredo?
Oh, he's
He's
better.
good.
He's all good.
He's so floofy.
Yeah,
Here.
he needs a haircut.
But his
He
eyes
looks
fixed.
ridiculous. He's
But his-
huge.
But his eyes fixed.
He's huge.
He looks like a different dog.
It's so
Oh,
fluffy.
Alfredo.
Hi, fluffy boy.
he couldn't get groomed because of the eye surgery.
All right.
Now we can. Now
Wow.
we need to schedule.
But nobody will
He's
come groom him 'cause of the
unrecognizable.
quarantine. But he's such a fluffy
He's so
boy.
fluffy. It's really
Are
funny.
Are there dog groomers open right now? My dog
No.
needs a
No.
haircut so bad.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think-
they're not open.
It could be opening soon, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to be lifting the
Supposedly.
some of the restrictions today? Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Today?
dog groomers probably weren't deemed
Today's the
essential.
day?
Yeah, it's some.
I mean,
Clothing
dog-
stores,
Dog grooming is kind of
bookstores.
essential. I mean, you saw.
They
poor
do
Alfredo.
kind of need it.
Yeah. Like, what is it? Like his fur's getting all matted and shit.
Poor guy.
Also, they need their anal glands expressed.
Did I tell the story how I got you to say milk the anal gland?
I can't remember if we did. I think maybe we did, no?
You go. I said you got to call the vet and ask them if they milk the anal gland. It's not that big of a difference. You say express, but milk sounds
I knew-
sexual. And so she asked if you milk the anal gland. It was funny. I thought.
As soon as they said it, I was like, I shouldn't say that.
Milk the
That
anal
sounds
gland.
wrong.
And will you milk my anal gland? AdamEva.com. Use code H3. You need your anal glands milked?
Get Alfredo.
I love him so much. I wasn't sure about rescuing a dog or adopting a dog. I didn't rescue him. But he's so nice. He's so sweet. He's just like the sweetest, most loving dog ever. I'm so happy that he's part of our
He
family.
makes these cuddle noises.
Oh, yeah,
Can
here,
you hear?
listen. He's like exhaling loudly out of his nose.
Oh, he's licking the mic.
All right, we've lost the plot here.
What plot?
Yeah, no.
So, quarantine.
That's it. Guys, thank you for watching. If you're still with us.
Remember when we used to do the podcast from the office?
Yeah, I know. I kind of miss that. It's nice to be in there. Feels so official, and you're like there, and you're working, and you guys are there, and you can see what the fuck I'm talking about. You can't see what I'm talking about now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I follow along as best I can, but yeah, it's a little awkward doing
And
it
I
this way.
don't like seeing your faces, to be frank, either, because in the
Yeah,
podcast,
I don't like seeing your face either.
Well,
Ooh.
oh wait,
Ooh.
in the podcast room, it's just me and Ela, and I like it because now when I say
It's
something,
a little distracting.
and I say, "Oh, did those guys think it was funny?"
Yeah.
And then I look at you guys, and nobody's even cracking a smile. I'm like,
It's distracting.
Sorry.
so maybe we should minimize the.
I was wondering if we even need to have it open.
Also, I find,
But then if we do talk to them,
just minimize, because I find myself looking here a lot when I should be
Right.
looking at the camera as well.
True, true.
you
know.
cannot minimize Zoom when you are recording.
Why?
Just put it behind another window, though.
Put it behind another window. Dan speaks the truth.
Ah,
Dan speaks the truth to power.
so genius.
Coronavirus, coronavirus. By the way, Trump's so Pence, head of chief of staff, got tested positive for corona.
Oh, he did.
The vice president, and then one of Trump's chauffeurs got tested positive. One of his private drivers. And those guys are walking around without masks and shit. I feel like there's a good chance all those guys are going to catch the coronavirus.
Shit is getting real!
I think they should be more careful. It's kind of crazy to see, like, the president not wearing a mask.
I keep hearing about people not wearing masks outside. And it's just lame. Just put on a mask.
Well, actually, I will say that there's a convenience store at the gas station nearby our house, and throughout this pandemic I've gone there several times in the beginning, middle, and end. The beginning I went there, it was the Wild West. Nobody was social distancing. The cashier didn't have gloves on. I mean, it was scary. The second time, some people were wearing gloves and masks, and the cashier was all gloved and masked up. I went there yesterday. They have plastic installed at the cashier. They have a social distancing, like, check marks. So when you're standing in line, you're 6 feet apart. And every single person in there had a mask on. So I will say that here in California, in Los Angeles, based on just that one location, that people are doing very well, doing a very good job there. I felt much safer there the last time I went. That being said, with the president and vice president walking around without masks, I mean, how can they expect anyone to take it seriously when they themselves are not leading by example? If the president's cruising around without a mask, why should anyone look at him and be like, well, why the fuck should I wear a mask? I don't get it. I mean, I don't understand why him and the vice president walk around without masks. It strikes me as so bizarre. I don't get it. I mean, Trump toured a mask factory, a literal mask factory without a mask. And I saw on the news today he was visiting with...
That was just the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was like a day or two ago?
Yeah.
And now a bunch of their staff is testing positive for coronavirus?
Yeah, exactly. So Trump may be infected. It's possible. And he's going around without a mask.
That's the problem.
Wouldn't that have contaminated the whole factory? Like the people making...
Well, I don't think it would go on the mask, but it would be ironic to have an outbreak in a mask factory.
I don't understand not wearing a mask, because if you're not wearing it, you're risking the other people.
Exactly. And dude, you're the president, right? It's your recommendation. You're the one that sponsors the CDC recommendation. Okay, if you don't want people to wear masks, then just say that. But you put out the statement that people need to be wearing masks in public, and you're not doing it. I saw on the news today he was visiting, I shit you not, with World War II veterans without a mask. He's visiting at-risk war veterans, and he's not wearing a mask.
That's crazy.
I don't understand this obsession with just not wearing a mask. I don't know what kind of message he's trying to send. I mean, clearly it seems, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. This thing is out of control in the United States, and I don't see it getting better. I'm sorry. Like,
it feels like other countries all have got plans for getting back to normal, and it feels like currently here is like just so far behind on everything.
Well, they act like, okay, we did the lockdown, now let's reopen. That's true. During the lockdown, you're supposed to ramp up testing so that you can safely reopen. We don't have anywhere near enough tests to safely reopen. In many of the states that are reopening, they have a climbing infection rate. Then you've got misinformation. You've got all these documentaries and people coming out saying that the virus is a conspiracy and that it has a lower death rate than the flu and all this nonsense. You have people saying the hospitals are empty. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do as a country, because there's no way that we're on top of this pandemic. There's just no way. People they go, in South Korea, they're open. Yeah, because they have testing per capita out the ass, and they can safely test and trace infections. We have a huge population. We have all these different states. The federal government is not stepping up in an organized central way, and they're basically passing the buck to the states, which means that when Kansas doesn't shut down and they have a climbing infection rate, California, we're only as strong as our weakest link, and without a federal organized effort, we're all just gonna be fucked. And there's still not enough testing. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. My prediction right now, because they keep increasing, they're saying like 150,000 people are gonna be dead by June. Dude, I don't know. I feel like in the United States, they're saying that a vaccine might be out in November. That's fantastic. That's incredible if that's true. We better fucking.
That would be amazing.
We better fucking pray that's what will happen, because that's the only thing that's gonna get us here in the United States out of this mess. There's some medicine that helps reduce the duration of the illness, which is also really good news. But ultimately, we as a country are not doing anywhere near enough to stop this. And I feel like it's just going to be, and obviously the economic implications are tremendously damaging. I mean, it's staggering. The economic damage is definitely going to be worse than what the virus is doing. But there's tons of protests about reopening the economy, and frankly, I don't even blame them, because what are they supposed to do? They're sitting at home, they're not making money, they've got bills to pay, they lost their insurance. It's like, yeah, these people need to work, they need to make money. But the thing is, they're misplacing their blame. The government needs to be doing more to help these people so that they're not in such a dire situation. They need to be ramping up testing. They need to be stepping up the social safety net. My parents, for example, they still didn't get their stimulus check, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was just casually talking to them about it, because I was like, hey, did you guys get your stimulus check? And they still haven't got it. And I was like, whoa, imagine actually needing that money. I mean, you'd be just fucked by now. There's just not enough being done. So I sympathize tremendously with people protesting, but I think they're really they're kind of misplacing the blame, in my opinion. I have a tremendous amount of empathy for them. I can only imagine how scary it is to lose your job, your health insurance, and you got no fucking money, and you can't go find a job. I mean, it's horrifying. It's just awful. But honestly, until that vaccine comes out, I think here in America we're just not doing enough, and it's just going to ravage us until that vaccine comes out. And we're reopening. We're going to reclose again in like a month or two, or this virus is just going to kill 1 million people in the United States by November. By the time or God forbid, even longer. November is like, if it comes out in November, that's like a miracle of God. So it could be longer. I think United States is going to eat shit big time from this virus. It sucks. It sucks, man. It was totally preventable too. United States, there was something wrong with the test. The test didn't work for the whole first month, or the whole beginning time frame. We were not doing any tests, and the virus was just running wild during the first stages of the pandemic.
The beginning was really the worst part.
We could have stopped it. We could have mitigated it big time. Tests didn't work. We had tests that failed, and we had to remake the tests. That's fucking crazy. And then China, by the way, is now reporting 0 deaths, like almost no new infections, and they're all good. China's all good. I knew this was going to happen. China's all good.
I mean, they say they're all good.
They're all good. They're open. I mean, if the virus was still rampant, you would see the country closed. You saw what happened. They closed the quarantine 11 million people. Mm-hmm. The country's open. Everything's running over in China. India's about to get fisted by this virus. Mexico's about to get fisted by this virus. Russia's about to get fisted by this virus. It's actually, people think we're on the way down. This virus is just getting started. Because in the United States, in India, in Russia, and Mexico, this virus is about to go ape shit. And I frankly don't think the United States can sustain another lockdown. People cannot tolerate another lockdown. You see how it's going up right now?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened if you look at the daily new cases in the United States? New York obviously was the epicenter of the coronavirus, and it spread there way faster than other parts of the country because of the proximity of people. What's happening is in New York, it's going down a lot every day. And then in rural parts of the country where the virus is spreading slower because it's less populated, it's starting to rise exponentially there in rural parts. And incidentally, the rural parts of the country are the ones that are not, for the most part, taking the necessary steps either to mitigate. So what you're going to see is New York is going to be going down, but in the rural areas, you're going to start seeing a really dangerous spike in cases. You can see that it's spiking in cases right now. And it's I don't know I really don't know what's going to happen. I'm afraid the federal government is not stepping up in its duty to you need a central role here. We have 50 states each doing its own thing, fighting in the open marketplace for protective gear. I don't get the approach. I don't get it. This is what the federal government's for, a centralized effort between all states to make a coordinate. It's just, I don't get it.
I did see Cuomo say that...
The governor of New York?
Yeah. He said that now they see less new cases among actually the health workers and the people, the first responders and stuff, and more outside. And he said that's actually a good thing because it means that people who do follow the guidelines of like wearing a mask, protecting, actually it works. So he said that's a good thing. So I thought
that is a good
that
thing.
was interesting.
But we don't have enough of the protective gear. You know, on the open market
I mean,
now.
just being aware and at least, I mean, being aware of it when you're outside, put something on and washing your hands and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, dude, wearing a mask definitely helps. Like, if everyone's wearing a mask, it's got to cut down on the spread a lot, I think. And that's what's so messed up is when you go outside without a mask, you're endangering other people, right? So,
exactly.
So when the president walks outside and visits people without a mask, it's you're basically telling the people that you're visiting with that
you're fine risking that.
Yeah, I mean, how do you? I don't get it. Why is he so opposed to wearing a mask? I mean, I know that he's very particular about like his hair and his makeup and stuff. Is it just about his hair and makeup that he doesn't want to look ridiculous?
I don't know, because somehow in this country, coronavirus became a political topic. I have no idea how.
Well, it's not only a political topic now. It's just the conspiracy theory. The intensity of conspiracy theories has gotten so crazy. Like it's so intense. The amount of conspiracy theory talks and that's all I can say about that, really. I like shoving this at the end because nobody wants to hear me talk about coronavirus anymore. But I'm very concerned. I'm following it closely, and gosh, I really don't know what's going to happen here in the United States. Very concerned, and like it's just starting to really exponentially grow in India and Mexico and Russia, and those are just going to be devastating, man. North Korea is fucked. I feel so bad for those poor North Koreans. North Korea is going to be ravaged by this. They don't even have running water. You know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to be hygienic? You don't even have running water. Well, it's going to be a long year, guys. It really is. It's going to be a long year. And the thing is that now when you got like 30% unemployment rate, people still have a little money in their pocket. It doesn't feel that bad right now because the real depression hasn't hit us yet because people still have a little bit of money. They still have a little bit of hope. They got the stimulus check, most people. But what's going to happen is in a month or two, when these people's money starts running out, is when you're going to see real desperation. And I really hope, I really don't know what's going to happen. But we are not out of this yet, not even close. And I fear for our country. But I'm hoping for the best. I don't know what to say. Right now, we're doing like 250,000 tests a day. We need to be doing like 5 million, I heard, to adequately test, to safely reopen and contact trace and all that. 5 million, damn, it's crazy. Oh, there's like a whole nother thing with all these businesses closed. Then all the states are like going bankrupt because they rely on taxes, sales tax, property tax, all these taxes that people are either deferring or outright. People aren't spending money. They're not doing this, they're not doing that. California, I heard, for example, last year we had like a $30 billion surplus. And now California is at a $50 billion deficit.
Wow.
Just like that. Because you have to buy all the protective gear. You have to buy all the tests. You have to pay for all the medical stuff. And then meanwhile, you have no money coming in. That's crazy, dude. I don't know what's going to happen. But the good news is the stock market's going up.
Hey.
Stock market continues to climb, baby. We're almost back to where we started. Explain that shit to me. Actually, I heard a good explanation finally. Because I've been wondering, what the fuck? How is the stock market going up? Someone said, here's the best explanation I've heard. One, where else is people going to put their money? That's number one. Two, someone said there's a big fear of missing out, where people don't want to miss the opportunity to get in while on a good deal on stocks. And those are the two best reasons I've heard, which actually makes me scared that there's going to be a huge decline and people are going to get their shit. I think if we ever have to shut down again, the market is going to crash so hard. I'm very I don't have any money in the market. I'm very cautious of it right now. I don't trust it. Because it's like when everyone was talking about Bitcoin, they're like, dude, just put money in, it just goes up and up and up. People are getting greedy about it, and I think that I'm staying far away from the stock market right now.
Right now, I mean, in general,
the stock market is just imaginary bullshit. But I'm just saying, like, if we lock down again, then the market's gonna crash big time. Any other questions? Anyone want my opinion on anything else? Oh, Jesus. My mic just literally broke. Guys, anything else you want me to talk about? Go ahead.
Do you want to explain what's this paper in the back?
Oh, Theodore made Hila her first Mother's Day present. It's the outline of his hand, and it says, Happy Mother's Day. Cute as fuck.
It's pretty cute.
All right, well, speaking of Theodore, I guess we'll go spend some time with him. Now, it's 3:20. He's going to need a couple hours. So let's do that. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Ending on a high note. Ending on a high note.
So happy
Also,
Mother's Day.
Trump removed any oversight on all the stimulus money. United States government just gave out like $2 trillion with no oversight at all. Why is there no oversight on all the true $1 trillion? Do you know who's gonna get all the money?
And for those reasons, I'm out.
A bunch of rich corporations that already are rich and don't need it. And you know who's not gonna get the money? Dudes in the line at food banks. Yeah, no oversight.
We need to update this.
How the
soundboard.
fuck you can give out $2 trillion and then not have any oversight? The fuck?
Destroy the child.
Who's gonna get all that money? Apple's like, I'll take $1 trillion. Who's gonna get all that cash? And then Pfeiffer, is that the drug company? They're like, we'll take $50 billion. Thank you. The CEO needs a new yacht. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Shake Shack returned their stimulus money.
Yeah, they got shamed into it. But it's not even the stimulus money. They're actually giving out crazy huge loans to big. So the PPP is for small businesses of under 500 employees. But they're actually giving out huge fucking loans to big companies. Like the airline got, like how much money did the airlines get? Like goddamn, billions and billions, right? Let's protest. Let's reopen the country. Goddamn it. No tests. Did you guys get your stimulus check?
Yeah, I did.
You got Zach? Did you get a stimulus check?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Not yet.
Oh, Ian didn't get it.
Well, I can't. They don't have my routing information,
Oh,
so I
okay.
gotta get it going.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I hope the $1,200 lasts you during this whole pandemic. Apple got $10 trillion. They just put it in their bank account. It's collecting interest. They put it in an offshore bank account.
Sweet.
So that'll help us. I don't know. I don't know why there's no. Oh, you can end this anytime you.
Why are you saying that to me now?
Who's gonna clip this and then say Ethan's a libtard?
I'm out on this conversation and on this episode. And
What
on this
does
week.
the church do but touch kids? What does...
Quite a bit, so I'll be back in like 30 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just do the rest of the podcast by myself, I guess.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
That was fast, man.
Yeah,
that was like 4 minutes.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Shit, really fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was talking about Your Name, the anime movie where she was like feeling her breasts and everything.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know, it was just awkward because I guess the whole point of the story is it just looked funny that I'm just watching this anime kind of porn scene
Well,
on.
that happens a lot on
plane.
planes. Like when you're on a plane and like one of those scenes pops up, I automatically think that if people see me, they think that the reason I sat through this 1.5 to 2.5 hour movie is just to watch this scene.
To like watch a hot scene and get horny on the airplane.
Yeah, just for like a 2-minute period, if that.
That's what it looks like. It looks like you chose something sexual in nature. Because if I look over at a guy watching a movie and I see like hot sex on the screen, your mind instantly goes like, oh, he chose. Why? Is he watching
he's thinking about the sex in that moment, or do you think he's like just kind of like not making eye contact with anyone? Like, no, just go with it. Commit. You're watching him. You're just a guy watching a movie.
It's kind of like watching a sex scene with your parents, you know?
Yep.
Except there's a lot more people around that you don't know, which almost makes it, worse because you don't know them. So their mind doesn't. They don't know you, so their mind is free to make a million assumptions.
Oh boy, there was 2 scenes that not scarred me, but I was like, it was the most just kind of like nerve-wracking situation when I was a kid. I'm
gonna go ahead and get it out of the way for both of us. The rape scene in Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
But what were the movies you were thinking of?
Well, I went to go see Tropic Thunder with my dad, and then of course the movie begins with a song called "I Love That Pussy," and it's really loud and obnoxious. And of course, I'm just sitting there in the theater like, okay. No, I saw that with my mom.
Oh god.
Yeah, and so what I went to go see with my dad and my stepmom, because I wasn't old enough yet, I don't think. We went to go see Watchmen, and there was a very
it's a naked guy, right?
Detailed. Well, there's that. His dick and balls were hanging out. I didn't mind that much. That was whatever.
Yeah, you didn't because you're a big fat homo.
Yep, that's me, Ryan the homo. Call me at 1-800-RYAN. Anyways, so there's a big sex scene in that, and it's a really awkward sex scene. Leonard Cohen singing in the background. It's like this owl dude and this actress named Malin Ackerman or whatever you pronounce it. They're having sex in this like owl spaceship thing.
Nice.
Sorry, it's like an owl hovercraft or whatever.
Whoa, dude.
I heard there was a secret chord
Like David played and it pleased the Lord.
Is that the song that plays when they have sex?
Yeah, and they have sex in like Zack Schneider slow motion.
Ooh, damn! You see full penetration?
No, but you see her titties.
Whoa,
and you see
dude!
his buttocks
Did your dad-
thrusting inside of her, even though they're not really inside each other.
How do they film sex scenes like so naked and close up and realistic?
Patches.
So they're pretty much just smashing their junk together.
Their genitals are like still they probably still get that stinging sensation. But no. Every time you ask an actor, they're like, no, it's just the scene. It's about the scene.
Yeah, well, what's his face? Tommy Wiseau from The Room I remember he had to tape his dick to his leg or something because he kept getting boners during the sex scene.
Oh God!
So he had to tape his dick up.
Didn't he write the movie? Yeah.
He wrote himself in all the sex scenes.
I know.
You've seen that movie, right?
No.
The sex scenes go on for like 15 minutes.
I've never seen the movie.
There's several
I haven't
of them.
seen The Room. I should. I hate that I haven't.
I've never
it's like this cult thing.
You know, like I have never seen it from start to finish, but I've seen so much of it so many times here and there that I've pretty much seen it.
Yeah.
But the sex, I've seen the first half fully. I mean, the rest I've seen, spots
Bits and pieces, yeah.
Like, dude, the sex scenes go on for so long. I think one of the first scenes in the movie, if I remember correctly, it was back in high school, but...
Are there boobs?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there are.
Come on!
I just remember, like, the sex scenes go on, and it's just music playing. It's like emotional R&B type. I could be misremembering this, but I just remember it was...
see you winding and grinding up on that pole.
No, that would have made it better, though.
I wish they played that during the sex scene. Hey, someone make an edit of that and send it to us on Twitter or some shit.
Yeah, that would be excellent. Do it!
Put some funny edits in it, too.
Yeah, maybe just make it funny.
Make sure, like, you like, do that liquefied video face thing that a lot of shit posters do.
Content-aware scale.
Yeah, well, in the videos, like, people, like, liquefy shit and it looks goofy. It's like they put it, not liquefy it, but they put it through that, in photo booth on a
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they do that shit with the faces.
They do it to a lot of, like, ghetto memes.
Yeah, but do that with the Room sex scene and put that song that I was jamming out to.
And then tweet that at Ryan.
Yep.
He's gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be in my room and I'm gonna hear you go. I haven't done this in a while, but
Yeah.
I'm opening up the garage. I'm blowing the dust off the old Segway and I'm climbing on.
Okay, here we go. God damn. some of the dust kicked back into my throat. I'm sorry. Okay.
It was the best segue we've ever done to a different conversation.
Think so?
That was really good. Good job, dude. High five. Awesome. Did you go to prom when you were in high school?
Twice, junior and senior
Same,
prom.
dude. Senior prom sucked. You know what I remember at prom of the senior variety was they got this guy named DJ Kyle, just this goofy white man
Oh,
to
I remember
DJ
this.
the prom.
Yep.
DJ Kyle, and then they sold too many tickets for capacity, so just told people that already bought tickets, like, sorry, you can't come in. And then they told some people they had to leave because they were over capacity, and people were like, no, we paid, we're not leaving
But some people
prom.
did have to leave, though.
They did, but people wouldn't leave. So DJ Kyle said, I'm not playing the music until you guys listen to the administrators. So
Oh
then
my God.
everyone left and got refunds. And It was
Really?
like the worst prom ever, yeah. That's not why it sucked. I just had a terrible time personally, but...
There was a chocolate fountain at my senior prom. There was a bunch of fondue shit.
They always got that fondue
Some
shit at
cheese and
prom.
crackers and some meats.
Were you the guy at prom that just kind of stood by the snack table and would like nod your head to the music?
No, I had a
and-
date both times.
Nice.
The senior year was with my girlfriend at the time. Junior year was with the same girl.
But she wasn't your girlfriend at the time?
No.
Dude, nice.
I know, right?
That's pretty
I
cool.
really went in there.
You slid in, as teens these days would say, you slid right into her DMs.
Yeah, and our limo driver was awkward because since we were teenagers, making out was the thing to do.
Did you make out in the limo?
Oh yeah, but we tried to tell the limo driver because he had the window that you can see his thing. He was always like, he had it down. And we were like, hey, could you put that up? He goes, nope, not doing that. Like,
I get
okay.
why, because he's a limo driver and you're high schoolers and he doesn't want two high schoolers fucking in his nice limo.
Yeah, that's cool, but there's something creepier about him.
Oh, he could have been
we
like...
did anyways. It was it was.
You had sex in a limo,
No,
Ryan?
no. I never had sex.
I haven't either. I'm saving it for marriage still, so.
Same. High five.
High five, dude. Another high
Nice.
five. But
yeah. I just wanted to cut in there. I'm sorry. So yeah, I mean, junior prom was all right. Senior prom was cool. I mean, I had a good time at both of them, but senior year, I think all around, looking back, even though I didn't like high school when I was in it, I think looking back, I really enjoyed those times. Like senior year, definitely.
Same for me. Cherish high school listeners, because you will look back at it and it's like a, like you won't miss like the hard shit you had to do, but you'll look back at like the kind of
the relationships you had, or not like girlfriend boyfriend, but like the friendships and just the teachers and just the whole kind of just going to classes and seeing
it's the last phase of your childhood, essentially, because you kind of still are, like when you live with your parents, like it's the last phase of living with your parents. And I know it sounds awesome, like getting out from your parents, but there's like a weird part of you that like will look back and be like, oh man, that was really nice.
No one brought any Tim Heidecker to our prom, unfortunately, or any other celebs.
Damn,
you see those stories where people are like,
they'll bring like Kanye or XXX to their prom or something.
Also, Kanye actually do that?
No, not Kanye. Who went to someone's prom? Someone big.
Cat Williams.
I bet Cat Williams would go to anyone's prom. He's so washed up.
Can I DJ for y'all?
He got a fight with a 7th grader.
I was a voice on Boondocks.
Remember when he got in the fight with the 7th grader over a football game?
Wasn't it like an 8th grader?
He was a middle schooler.
I know.
And then Cat Williams is just like sitting on the ground and everyone's filming him and he's like, man. And then he got up and walked away all angry. Like, of course
Did he get his ass kicked by one of them?
Yeah, he got his ass kicked by a middle schooler. The funniest shit.
Cat Williams. He doesn't like Quentin Tarantino.
What's he doing with his life? He was a comedian. Now he's getting in fights with middle schoolers and getting his ass kicked?
Hey, stop trash talking me, bae.
I'd love to have Cat Williams on the podcast, make things right. I'd love to beat the shit out of that man.
I'd love to put a spell on you so you'd have Cat Williams' voice.
I'm just kidding, Cat Williams. If you listen to this, I don't actually want to beat the shit out of you in case you take that seriously. And
he's going to come find you.
Yeah, we're going to get a knock on our door at like 3 a.m. And I'll be like, what the fuck is that? Is that apartment security? I'll open the door and it's going to be Cat Williams. He's going to dive through the doorway and just stab a knife into my stomach.
Then I'm going to come running in with an Ultra Ball, throw it down, and an 8th grader's going to appear.
And kick Cat Williams' ass.
Yep.
And I'll make a speedy recovery, and all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do see that, that shit with like celebrities actually going to. Is that something like their agents like? Yeah, just do this once. It'll make you look like a good guy. Okay.
I feel like it's.
What celebrity would willingly be like, I'll go to prom with this 9th grader? Yeah.
Not me. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity, but I'm saying that like I've gotten those. You've gotten those, right? Have you ever seen at least one person that's like, Matt, will you get a prom with me? Because I've seen like a few of those.
I think I've seen like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But I never know if they're serious or if it's just someone just being a goofball.
Judging by some of those profile pictures, though, you can bet that some of them are serious.
You've gotten those? Like
I've seen like 1 or 2.
Would you ever do it, Ryan?
No.
Come on, Ryan.
Okay, picture this though in your head. Picture this fucking 17-year-old girl.
Like in a beautiful prom dress and
in a
heels.
in a beautiful prom dress. She's walking in, and then here comes me in like a black t-shirt, gym shorts, flip flops, and a bag of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Like shaggy hair, and like your hat's a little crooked.
My hat's
your beard's all messy, and just walk in.
I got invited, so I brought this if you want to like just
some wings.
Yeah.
And like in the limo ride there, you're just eating messy wings.
Yeah.
Like all over your face.
And I'm like looking like back and forth. I'm like, hey, y'all got any wet naps?
You guys got wet wipes? It's like all in your facial hair.
Yeah, but they don't. So I just forget about it, and I just have wing sauce on around my mouth and on my fingertips for the rest of the night.
You wipe like when no one's looking. You casually wipe your hands on the upholstery of the limo, like the nice white seats. Or and then like during the dance, you get it all over her dress.
Yeah.
Just like Buffalo Wild Wings fingerprints all over her nice prom dress.
Then like you'll just see me at some point just like off on the side sitting on like some bleachers or some shit, just like going at my fingers,
biting your fingernails,
trying to get the sauce out from under my fingernails and shit.
You smell like cigarettes and you got dog hair all over you.
And you see me just ruffling through like the bag just to be like, are there any more wings that accidentally dropped in there?
Like, did I forget?
There's some mozzarella sticks.
Any ketchup packets I can suck dry? I'm imagining that if you actually said yes, just because maybe like in this high school, maybe like a couple kids would know who you are from YouTube, maybe because they would know YouTube, but then everyone else would be like, who is this grown man coming to prom with, Bethany. Like
They'd think I was the shit, though. They'd be like, "Whoa, he doesn't care." I'm kidding. They'd think there was something wrong, and they'd have to call a police officer.
an administrator, like a chaperone at the prom, would come up to you and be like, "Sir, are you here to pick someone up?"
No, hold on. I got a ticket. I know what you're gonna say. I got a ticket though, so you can bugger off.
I'm here with Tiffany. As a chaperone at a prom, like if I was chaperoning my kid's prom and I saw you walk in with a 17-year-old girl
in a bag of Buffalo Wild Wings
and you got sauce caked around your lips, and like as you're walking in, you're just like taking the last drag off a cigarette and you drop it on the ground. You just walk in.
I smell of just like damp cigarette and weed.
You walk in and like hack your lungs up.
Then I like jiggle the bag around to just kind of be like, I don't want to see the spit. I just wanted to shit it around.
You spit in the Buffalo Wild Wings bag?
Yeah.
You take a cup and there's the punch bowl and you just dip the cup in the punch bowl. And...
Put my hands in the punch bowl like with the cup.
Like they accidentally dip a little bit in.
There's like strings of chicken just floating in the punch bowl.
No, I'm imagining like you get a bowl, like they have a serving ladle for the punch.
Yeah.
But instead you're just scooping it with a cup, but you drop your cup on the ground and spill it, and it's all wet and has some dirt on it from the ground. You pick it back up and scoop some more.
Tiffany's sitting in the punch bowl,
crying because the YouTube idol that she invited to prom was a disgusting mess of a human.
Then with her inside, I'll frisbee her off a cliff into the sunset, and then she'll smile, a tear will run down her face, and then she'll go bing in the distance, and then I'll walk away, coughing.
And that's the end of Ryan's prom, when he went to prom with a fan.
Yep.
So if anyone
is interested in that experience, it's only hypothetical and will never be reality.
You're telling me you don't want to take an underage girl to a dance?
Nope.
Come on, Ryan.
No, it's fine. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Or is it just me?
No, it's getting very hot in here.
Okay.
It's not just you.
Okay. Just making sure. I might be.
You were drenched in sweat. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just
your face is pretty flushed.
I need to wring my hair out.
Oh, God, dude.
It looks more like olive oil than sweat.
What the hell is going on with you?
I don't know.
Wait, sit forward a little bit. Man, the couch it's soaked.
What?
It's not even...
Oh,
it's shiny.
That's just the material of the couch.
No, it's like a glistening substance. What the fuck is that, man?
I don't know. I think I'm stuck to the couch.
What the fuck? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Ryan, do I need to call
let's
someone?
Let's just finish the podcast.
Okay, sorry. You know what it's time for, Ryan?
Blues Clues.
No, not time for Blues Clues. It's time for this week's Ming Report. It's been a couple weeks since our loyal listeners have gotten a Ming Report, and we got some...
But it's also been a couple weeks since, we've seen Ming, too. She's been away again. She went on vacation again.
Yeah, and
she probably went to the Caribbean.
Probably, maybe the Bahamas, maybe Mexico, maybe Vietnam.
Went to Atlantis, as in the resort with the water slide where you go through the shark tank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that place. But just like she has done countless times in the past, Ming has disappeared and then reappeared into an existence, screaming and just as lovely as ever.
She has a new outfit this time. She usually has her classic hoodie with the hood always pulled up, gray sweats.
Yep.
And just shoes. I don't know what kind of shoes she wears.
Just shoes, just general shoes.
But now she's sporting a black tank top and some
shorts. Just big baggy shorts.
Just a big baggy shorts. And she's not yelling as much, but
she's not. She's doing some weird kind of like, not kung fu, but some weird like.
She's moving her arms all fluidly and like
looking up in the sky.
She's going like down. She's like making an L shape, because like her waist is bending and she's like doing all this stuff.
Like an interpretive dance.
Yeah,
exactly. It looks like an interpretive dance.
Yep.
But the screaming does happen every now and then. Like, I love when I can hear it very loudly at, 7 p.m. or 3 a.m. or 6 a.m. Any time of the day, really, she'll just start that up and be screaming and singing. And I love listening. I love it when it wakes me up, especially when I have to go record and I need to get some rest and I hear her screaming.
I think she knocked over poor Push-Up's cart.
Why would she do that?
I don't know. Push-Ups was sleeping. Remember we were driving. We saw Push Up sleeping,
Mhm.
and his cart was fine, and she was out there moving around. But then I go out there, and she's gone, but his cart is pushed over, and stuff spilled out of it. And I don't. No regular person like walking by would go and just fucking push over his cart. A car didn't hit his cart, you know, because it's off to the side.
It's always off to the side. Remember she pushed. Remember when she kicked up all that landscaping, like everywhere. She just went along this like.
She went digging.
Yeah, there was some like stone landscaping, and she went by and kicked all of it up into the street. So, but she's back. God knows how long it's gonna be until she disappears again. And I know why she's wearing the new clothes. She's sporting her summer look, her summer attire. It's the Ming summer collection from Kohl's.
Pick it up today.
The Ming. We walked by her on the sidewalk, and she was like sticking her head out at us and just smiling like a creepy clown smile. And when she started saying stuff, and we just kept walking.
Yep. It looks like she dabbed though too.
She did dab. So I guess
I have video proof of her dabbing.
Yeah, I think she's been on the internet, dude. She must be watching Super Mega.
Uh-oh.
Not much else new on Ming. That's pretty much it. Nothing that exciting's happened with her other than the fact that she's back, which means next week there will probably be another Ming report. Odds are, most likely. So
be on the lookout for that. She might kill my dog and throw him against a wall 20 times.
And you're just standing there with your hands on your head going, "Oh no!
No, stop that! Stop!
Oh, come on, Ming!
Again? Wasn't the first 13 times enough?
Ming, come on.
Lego, I'm sorry, Lego.
Oh man, he's gonna be dead after this.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And she's just, boom.
God damn it! Stupid fucking dog! I just want my potion!
Dude, she's like Eustace, but is a black woman.
Yep, yep.
What would happen, realistically, we took Banana outside, my cat, and we just hand him to Ming? What's gonna happen?
She'd bite his head off.
Do you think... No, like, realistically, what do you think she would do?
She'd take a bite out of him.
Or she'd take a bite out of him?
Or she'd, like, break his arms and then throw him up in the air.
I think she'd start screaming, like, what do I do with this? Like, and start shaking him around or something, maybe?
She'd only hold him by the scruff and start, like, flinging him around, you know, just like as she's, like, trying to... Like, what am I supposed to do with this cat? And he's gonna be, like, bobbing and shit.
She'd probably try to ride him.
He's gonna tear the shit out of her, though.
Oh, dude, he would rip her to shreds. Imagine Ming versus Imagine Ming versus Banana. That's a pay-per-view fight I would see.
Okay.
I would pay for and view.
If y'all want to see that, leave a comment down below.
We'll set it up.
And leave down who you think would win, Ming or Banana.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I honestly don't know. Weren't you outside once and Ming threw a bottle cap and hit you in the head?
Yeah, I was hanging out with other people in the, you know, there's more than just her in the alleyway. Sometimes there's other homeless people, and I like them a lot because they
down to earth people.
They're down to earth. They have good conversation, and I legitimately like having conversation with them because they're cool people. Anyways, so I was just having a conversation with them, and interesting enough, one of the people was like her brother.
Yeah, Ming's brother.
Yeah. So, but she just had a bottle cap and she threw it up in the air. And then I looked up and I'm like, that's coming towards me. And then it just hit me and fell back. And her brother just looked at her and was like, "What the fuck do you do shit like that?"
But yeah, that's Ming, guys. That's this week's Ming report. You know, you love her. She's doing great. She's doing great. We'll update you next week with whatever Ming antics we got going.
And since you guys have listened this far into the podcast, let's throw you a few bones.
Okay.
For instance, a series that we are starting to record soon, it won't be out for a while, is a Pokemon game.
Ooh.
We're not saying which one, we're not saying what we're playing, but we are going to start a Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those just kind of like slow burning series, or maybe in the beginning it's probably going to be pretty quick, and seeing how much people like it will depend maybe how fast we'll keep going through it. But it's going to be one of those things that could go on for a long time, and it'll just be like, every now and then we'll throw some episodes up.
We also have been talking with certain people, and you will be... You know what, Matt?
What?
You announce this one.
Okay.
You know where I'm going with it.
Something that you guys have been asking for a really long time. We finally got it through our hard heads. We listened. We've got some stuff coming soon that's not on YouTube. It's something else. Maybe something that you can wear or put on your walls.
Rhymes with perch.
might as well just announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have merch in the works right now, and it's not just talking like, hey, we got merch coming soon. With
there are artists legitimately working on designs or have made designs already.
We have actually had meetings with people to actually get it in production. So
we're in the final stages. It still might take maybe a month depending on how quickly things move, but we have made we are 3/4 of the way to having stuff ready.
So Super Mega merch is finally actually a thing that's going to be on the way. So I mean, even in the comments, if you have ideas for what you would want to see as merch, let us know, because we always read the comments and we're always open to feedback and criticism, whatever. So more information about merch coming later within the next month. So just keep your eyes peeled for that.
Also, we have been thinking about the podcast placement on the schedule, and don't worry, it's not going anywhere, but we are thinking about changing some things up. We are toying with the idea of possibly releasing the podcast instead of Thursday on a Saturday. If that works better for you, tell us in the comment section below, or if you like the current state of things, the current time and everything of the podcast, let us know. We're just trying to see what day would be better for you guys. What day you would rather have the podcast, I guess. So positive or negative feelings about that, leave below.
We want to hear some feedback because we want to run our ship to our viewers' satisfaction, to what you folks like. So just let us know whatever feedback you got, and just in general, anything on the channel recently or currently that you want to give any form of feedback on, positive or negative. We'd love to hear it to make our channel better and get you guys to like it more. So
because as we continue to make the content we want to make and like making, we also want you guys to, I guess, have the easiest access you can to that content.
And to enjoy it the most you can. So any ideas or feedback or suggestions, we're always open to hear that. So
we're always just working on the channel, trying to even if they're just small little changes.
Yeah, and also, it's been the past month or so. It's been a lot of, consistent days of just kind of one series, like a lot of days of Mario Kart straight in a row, or a lot of days of We Love Katamari straight in a row. So, oh God,
nice.
So we just want to let you guys know that doing that is we've been very busy, and we always say this, but we really have been, because we've been going out of town.
Yeah.
But we honestly do have a lot more variety coming up, so we're excited for that. So get excited.
Yeah. Give us this month. Again, I know we said that the past few months, but this is the last month where we are both going out of town.
Yeah, July is, we're both going to be going out of town during July.
And after that, we're going to be back until the holiday season, so just a lot more busyness going on there. But July is the month where we're going to start hopefully putting out new series and, finalizing stuff with merch and stuff like that.
Yeah, and, we still actually do have some live action stuff on the way that has already been filmed. And we're going to try to do more regular P.O. Box videos because we went 3 months without one. It's been like 3 months in between the recent ones, so we don't like doing that. So send us stuff to our P.O. Box for us to open up on camera. It'll be down in the description,
Yep.
But anyway, guys, I guess that's pretty much all we got to say for this episode. Thank you so much for listening.
Speak for yourself, Matt.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
Hey, guys.
What's up, guys? I'm the first one on the podcast this week. Wait for
That's
me.
not
Don't
in here
start
yet,
it yet.
so,
wait.
It's all his fault. The AC's not off yet.
Wait.
We had a whole episode with the AC turned on. They can deal with it for the intro. Plus, the music's going. I don't know when the music stops, though.
Oh, shit. My mic stand is broken.
Oh.
Dang it.
God damn it.
Oh, hold on.
He's wrestling with it. He's really wrestling with it. But as he's doing that, welcome back to the Super Mega Cast. This is episode 49.
49.
Sorry for burping. I'm holding a Sprite. It's carbonated beverage.
Sipping a fizzy lemon lime soda. That's hard to say. Fizzy lemon lime. Say that one 5 times fast.
But I can save $15 with this can at a Six Flags theme park. That's interesting.
Whoa, Ryan, hold up for a second. Before we get into all those funny laughs, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, MeUndies.
You mean the softest underwear you'll ever wear?
Yes, they're one of those products you just have to experience for yourself, Ryan.
I could tell you about them all day personally, but feeling is believing. In fact, I saw you wearing them the other day. There's all sorts of colors and patterns.
Yes, you did see me in my underwear the other day, and they release a new limited edition pattern each month that always sells out.
This month is a rainbow confetti print called
Celebrate! Oh, I thought we were going to do it at the same time. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but I was going to pause and then we both count down. This month is a rainbow confetti print called Celebrate!
All right, that was good. Try MeUndies today. Go get the Celebrate pattern before they're all gone at MeUndies.com/supermega, and you'll save 20% off your first pair of these delectable, comfortable underwears.
Yeah, you really have to feel them for yourself. And that's why MeUndies has sold over 5 million pairs to date.
And if you don't love your first pair of MeUndies, they're free. You hear that? Free, no money.
Yeah, but speaking of no money, get 20% off your first pair plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/supermega right now for some underwear.
That's MeUndies.com/supermega.
MeUndies.com/supermega.
It'll be down in the description. So, welcome back to Super Mega Cast, guys. You know, it's your boys. It's Matt and
Ryan. It's episode 49.
49.
So we're almost to 50.
Almost there.
50 is gonna be a big banging bazinga filled episode.
What he said. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be epic. Actually, I don't know. We have nothing planned for that.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be just a normal podcast. I'm sure we'll think of something, but you know, the fact that it's special because it's a number, not because we're gonna flip shit and I don't know, do a dunk tank or something. You want to do a dunk tank for the 50th one?
You gonna rent a dunk tank?
No, we put our microphones on the stool and then we keep throwing balls at it throughout the podcast. And so at some point, if one of us knocks one of our other mics into the water, then they have no mic for the rest of the podcast.
And then our boss Aaron would probably be livid because we just knocked a very expensive microphone into a tank of water.
Well, you know, the world's a sad place anyway, so
fucking suck it up, Aaron. Deal with it.
Just relax. You can build your Gundams if you want. You'll be happy.
Speaking of Aaron, he clearly doesn't listen to our podcast
because he didn't say shit.
He didn't confront us about last week. So, thanks for being some friend, Aaron. Really appreciate it.
You know, I always thought that to be our friend, you would have to watch every single episode of any Let's Play, mail series or vlog series, and our podcast, and then you are actually like a legitimate true friend. But Aaron, you have shown your true colors today, and I officially give you the sticker of disapproval and sadness.
Boo.
Slapping that right on there.
Julian gets the sticker of approval because Julian watches all our stuff for some reason. So thank you, Julian. You're a real sweet boy.
Julian, I'd pay for some ice cream for you if you were here right now, but you aren't. So just if you have Venmo, text me, and I'll send you over $5.
Julian's the type of guy who, if I was hanging out with, and it's a hot day, and we pass a drink machine, and he's like, man, I could use a Sprite. I'd be like, you know, Julian, I got you. And I'd pull $1 out of my wallet, and I'd buy him a Sprite.
Well, he's just a good guy all around.
He's pretty good. He's all right.
He's.
If you're listening, Julian, give yourself a pat on the back and take
laugh.
the day off.
Laugh a little, because your laugh makes me happy.
Yeah, do that too. But
what do you say we get our audience wet with some juicy news?
Hit me with the juicy news, Ryan.
We have been working on something. We're not actually going to announce, I guess, what it is, but let's give them a little hint. It's something that we haven't done in 2 years. His phone vibrated because he doesn't turn it off.
I did turn it off. I put it on vibrate.
Doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
You looked over. It still distracted you. It's the same as a noise, isn't it?
No, normally it's in my pocket.
And I said this last time. It always happens within like the first fucking 10 minutes of the podcast.
It's because I told my mom to text me.
You did. That was your excuse last time.
I said, Mom, I want to annoy Ryan this podcast. Text me, please.
Now,
it's gonna set him off.
No, it's a fucking fact, and you can't run away from it. What are you doing?
I'm just seeing what it is.
What is it?
It's a Snapchat.
From?
Name removed.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, I threw my phone on the ground. I threw it on the ground, dude.
That's my favorite video.
That's funny.
Ever created. I think, no, it's not. But when it came out, I did chuckle a lot. Lonely Island has been a part, to this day, of some stuff that I have really enjoyed. Like, of course, like before they turned into like SNL's digital, thing, they also did like their own stuff.
They started on YouTube, I thought.
Yeah, but my favorite project they've done together, or like they've been in together, was Hot Rod.
By far.
Yeah. But you haven't seen Popstar, which is surprising. I almost knocked that stupid lamp over.
These lamps need to get out of here. Someone needs to throw them in the dumpster. We should, on the way out of here, just throw them away tonight.
Someone make a counter of the amount of times we've talked about the lamps. That's not going to happen because then you'd have to go back and watch every episode and remember.
Ryan, you would not believe some people's dedication.
That is true. Prove us wrong.
Well, even if they put it like they say that they went back and did it, I'm not going to know the exact number. Like, there's no way I can validate it because I'm not going to go back and listen to everything.
They might have missed one, so.
That's true.
But,
yeah, Lonely Island, like, Hot Rod it's got to be one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. It's so funny, and I've seen it too many times to count at this point, but I haven't seen it in the last few years, so I'd like to watch it again and get my my current opinion on it. I'm still gonna love it. I know that.
I'm telling you, I'm serious about this. We need to have a double feature with Hot Rod and Nacho Libre because we a few months ago or whatever saw Napoleon Dynamite and we loved it. And I'm thinking like, since I don't know, I feel like Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and Hot Rod all exist in this same kind of circle of movies that have this. They give me the same feeling. It's like they're of the same genre in a sense, just that quirky oddness.
Yeah.
And like self-awareness too.
Yeah.
Although Napoleon Dynamite, now that I watch it again, is definitely separate from that because Hot Rod and Nacho Libre are definitely more self-aware and more absurdist, while Napoleon Dynamite kind of plays itself not seriously, but it's not I don't know, it doesn't project its self-awareness at through the screen.
I would definitely put Nacho Libre and Hot Rod more close to each other than Napoleon Dynamite. There's not a lot of movies like Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite's kind of like a film of its own. You know, it's like its own weird avant-garde genre.
And they tried to do other stuff that tried to emulate
the animated series.
Did you ever watch an episode of that?
I never saw a single episode.
Neither have I.
Looks absolutely terrible. But they actually got John Heater to voice Napoleon Dynamite on it.
Did they really?
Yeah, he went back and did the voice, so it was like a legitimate voice. It wasn't a cheap out. They didn't get someone to impersonate him, so.
I liked him better in School for Scoundrels.
I liked him the best in The Benchwarmers.
That's a good movie.
I was actually looking at John Heater's Wikipedia page yesterday. The guy that plays Napoleon Dynamite, he turns 40 this year.
40?
Yeah. So. How does that make you feel, Ryan? Does that make you feel old? Napoleon Dynamite turns 40.
Makes me feel old.
He was actually pretty old when he played the part of Napoleon Dynamite. I think he was late 20s or something. Really? How old is that movie? That movie came out in 2005? 2004?
I can't pinpoint a date. I won't be able to tell you.
I feel like it was 2004 or 5. So, yeah, like 12 or so years ago. So I think it was like late 20s when he did that.
And it's a shame that he was kind of, I don't know, that was his big hit. That was it. I mean, he's definitely been in a bunch of other stuff, but I feel like he'll always be known as Napoleon Dynamite, and I can't tell whether, like, when that happens to a celebrity, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because if it it's a good thing in the sense that it's a constant flow of work and a constant flow of attention towards you, I guess, because you become this iconic symbol, but then it makes coming out into other types of work hard. Like we've seen with Daniel Radcliffe coming out of Harry Potter, he's taken a bunch of odd, strange roles, and I feel like he's coming out of the Harry Potter thing pretty well. I'm not saying that like, the tone of the films that he chooses are still kind of dark, but I don't see him as Harry Potter.
Oh, I don't see him as Harry Potter anymore, and maybe that's because he looks different than how he did in Harry Potter now, because he's a lot more mature looking and older.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say that maybe being known for like one role was a good thing because it means that you were so famous as that role. It means that you were so successful in that role that you're known as that. But also maybe there's actors that have defied that, so maybe that isn't a good thing being known for one role. I don't know. Maybe I don't think it's a bad thing being ultimately famous as one thing. I mean, I don't think Daniel Radcliffe will ever be more famous for anything than Harry Potter, though. Is the thing,
But it's good to see that he's found success in other things.
Yeah,
because he's continually putting out more films. He's like acting. Unless if he has one that I'm gonna go see called it's either Forest or The Forest. Something like that. It's the survival one. I just like him as an actor. I like his emotional delivery. he's good at.
He's really good.
Yeah.
I love Daniel Radcliffe. Well, also another thing about John Heder is maybe he didn't. I feel like he could have had more roles, but he has 4 kids. So I imagine turning 40 this year and having 4 kids, he's probably done. Like he's not gonna take another big role.
Yeah,
he's got a busy life now.
He probably isn't that interested. So, some actors just do a job and then they're done. Some just retire acting and move on to just a more normal kind of style of life, because acting, as much as it's like, oh, they're celebrities, it's like, well, it's a job. It's a job, and they happen to be celebrities because of the medium that their job is inside of.
Yeah.
So
and also, like, I don't know if he was even trying to become a big celebrity, because he was in the original Napoleon Dynamite, which was just a short film, I think, for a friend, the director. It was just a short black and white film they made. So I don't think he was this guy who was. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just guessing that he was just this guy that was just in his friend's movie, and then just kind of ended up. They're like, well, let's remake it as a full thing. And he's like, sure, I'm on board. Maybe his plan was never to be this huge actor. You know?
I always. I think a lot of the times I've seen that short films have actually been developed into decent films, because if that's true with Napoleon Dynamite, then the same thing was for Whiplash. Whiplash started out as a short film, and then
when it gets a full motion picture.
Yeah, and then the same thing. I never saw the feature length movie, but Lights Out. It was like this short film where they're turning on and off the lights, and a figure appears whenever the lights are on.
Oh yeah.
Then that got turned into a movie. I guess I didn't see the reviews, but it's always good to see that people are at least given a chance, because these aren't. I don't know. I see a lot the pattern of studios in Hollywood really just hiring directors that will just do as they're told. Like, their voice really isn't in the film, and that's what makes a good movie. Like when you watch a Steven Spielberg movie or Stanley Kubrick or something, they have that touch. But if there's no voice behind the camera, then it's just kind of noise and entertainment, which I enjoy some of that stuff. I mean, I'm sure we're all guilty of enjoying it.
Yeah.
But it's always good to find or watch a film that has a dedicated voice behind it, because I don't know, it feels like there's a lot more attention to detail, or just attention to the overall characters and story.
Yeah, more, I don't know, maybe it's more passion in it.
Yeah.
You know what movie I watched for the very first time the other night, which I'm shocked I haven't seen it sooner, was Superbad. I watched Superbad for the first time, and I absolutely fucking loved it.
It's so like funny. What started a lot of their careers.
Yeah, like that was, I was bored. I was in bed. I had a terrible headache, and I ordered a pizza. And I'm like, I'm just gonna watch something. So I put on Superbad, because I remember when I was younger, my sister and I like shared my dad's work computer for fun, and she had an iPod video, like one of those big clunky old ones. And I just remember she had like one of the only videos she had on there was Superbad, and I always wanted to watch it when I was younger, but I knew I wasn't allowed, so I never touched it. I was a good God-fearing little boy. Wouldn't watch Superbad. But I just finally watched it at the age of 21, and it's like 10, 11, 12 years old now.
Oh, yeah.
And it still holds up so well. It's so funny.
I'm glad I haven't seen it since it I think I watched it 2 years after it came out.
Oh, we should watch it again. It's so funny.
Because I definitely haven't seen it in a long time. It's one of those movies where like I'm looking back at it and I can, feel the kind of picture myself, and I definitely enjoyed it when I was watching it. But I'm interested to kind of go through it again.
Yeah.
Because my mind changes a lot with films. Like, I've noticed, because I've gone and revisited a bunch of my childhood films, and some of them just aren't like, I'm like, whoa. Woo!
Not Kangaroo Jack, though.
No. You and I...
That shit holds up.
We watched it with Chris. We still found it entertaining.
I went into that.
I loved it.
We watched it because we thought it was going to be fucking awful. Because, like, oh, remember how bad... Like, remember Kangaroo Jack? How can this be good? And we watched it with Chris, and we're like, this is great. I love this still.
We had a good time. It's just a fun movie. I mean, I just pretty much get past the, like, first 30 minutes. Just whenever they first get into Australia, that's, like... That's when it just gets just kind of absurd, stupid, and fun.
I remember the first, like, 15 minutes, Chris just kept looking. He was like, guys, this is the worst movie I've ever seen.
I know.
And then at the end, he was like, that was really good.
He's like, okay, it was pretty good.
That was really good.
I love movies like that. I love just good old-fashioned, just dumb entertainment. You don't get those kind of 2000 classics like Kangaroo Jack anymore, do you?
Nah.
Like, right now, you're stuck with, like, Diary of a Wimpy Kid and shit like that.
Like, those will never be... That's the thing. I feel like movies back then were so much more, like, not groundbreaking, but it's just like they stood out more.
Because it's like, hey, let's just do this. Okay, do it.
Yeah.
But now, since studios have like schedules, like, have you seen those fucking things? Like where they plan out like 5 years in advance all the movies that are going to be in the cinematic universe, and it's just like, okay, so I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way.
Feels like a class schedule in a dang high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's nothing to gain by watching this story, because it's like, it's the only one that really matters, I guess, is the last one, because then they can actually do some interesting stuff. But in between, you know which characters are more than likely gonna make it through.
Yeah,
nothing's gonna surprise you. And like whenever they kill a character, it's like a side character, and they try to build it up like it's like this big death or some shit.
Yeah.
Gotta love those I'm really getting tired of comic book movies. You've never been a fan of them.
I don't know why. I've just never been into them. They've never attracted me to want to see them.
And I'm getting that way. I liked the first Iron Man. I really liked it. You never seen the first Iron Man?
I have seen the first. Actually, I've seen the first Iron Man probably 3 times, but I've never finished it.
Oh.
So I've seen it
that's
halfway or 3/4 of the way through. It's 3 or 4 times.
It's probably good because the ending is just kind of a mess. It's like a big clunky mess. It feels like a B movie at the end. You know the bad bald guy or whatever?
I don't remember. This was so long ago.
Well, there's like Tony Stark. You know his dad's dead.
Tony Stark, pro skater.
There's this like other bald dude who's played by Jeff Bridges, who is like helping to run Stark Industries. And then at the end, this bald dude who's just a businessman gets in this fucking like trillion-ton mech and fights Iron Man. And it's like this big fight scene where it's just this big clobbering giant robot versus smaller robot. And I think that's the pitfall of a lot of Marvel movies, is that all the villains are just kind of a copy and paste of the superhero, just bad or whatever.
Yeah, just like Control F, find the word good, replace with the word bad.
Yeah, because I mentioned this in one of my reviews, which I've deleted all my movie reviews on my channel, unfortunately. They're like gone forever. Like I don't even have them on a hard drive.
I liked them. I thought they were good.
I can't remember which movie I was reviewing, if it was Ant-Man or something, but I just, because the Hulk movie, he just fights a Hulk character, not Spider-Man, but Iron Man fights an Iron Man. What you got? I'm losing names of all these fun-loving superheroes that I just love so much.
Invisible Woman.
Well, yeah, Ant-Man fights a bad Ant-Man. He does. He just fights. He fights what's it called? The Hornet or whatever.
Bad Ant-Man.
I don't know. Essentially. Oh, okay. Did you ever see the Green Hornet?
Yeah, I did. I actually. Wait, no.
With Seth Rogen.
Yeah. I did see that.
I've tried to remember it, and I'm like,
did you like it?
I honestly can't remember if I did or not.
I liked it at the time.
It's just lost to me.
Because it was like a comedy superhero movie, right?
Yes.
I saw it in theaters when it first came out. I could not tell you anything about that movie though.
Cameron Diaz is in it, so come on.
She is?
Yeah, she's the love interest or whatever.
All right, dude. This might be an unpopular opinion, but Cameron Diaz, like, I've never found her to be like attractive.
Matt!
What?
The SNES Classic.
Yes! Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I want one.
I want one so bad.
I want one solely just because Donkey Kong Country, come at me. I'm ready for you, even though people in the comments, well, you can already play it on this, you can already play it on that. I know, but it's like this thing that, like, I don't know, I feel like when I buy something like the SNES Classic, or when I buy these consoles, eventually, like, they're gonna be put in my closet, and then, like, at some point, I'm just, like, gonna dust them off again and be like, holy shit, this is an old fucking console.
Exactly.
I never kept my Nintendo 64 and other old consoles, which I wish I did, because it's just kind of like, I'd look at that and I'd be like, wow, I played that specific console. And something about the SNES Classic is just, it I don't know, it's like also just one of those buys where it's a personal thing. You either think that it's worth it or it's not worth it for you personally. And for me, I think that I'd get, I'd enjoy it. I'd like the memorabilia aspect of it.
That's why I like it, because I'm a big Nintendo fanboy. So I have the Famicom Mini, which is the Japanese version of the NES Mini, because I couldn't find the NES Mini, so I was like, let's get the Japanese one, which looks completely different from the American version. It's like white and burgundy. But I really want the SNES Classic version, and I know a lot of people are like, well, fuck that, like, I'm not going to support that, they're just selling old shit, and Nintendo is they're not making enough of them just so people will take them and price gouge them. And it's like, yeah, I know, but I get that and I hate that too, but I really do want it. I can't stop myself from wanting it.
Yeah,
it has a lot of good games on it. It has Earthbound, Donkey Kong Country, Yoshi's Island. It has I think A Link to the Past.
Did you say Dream Course already?
Yeah, Kirby's Dream Course. It's like got a lot of fun shit on it. It's way better than the Famicom Mini or the NES Mini, and it's $10 more. That's it.
That, and it's like
just a cool collector's item.
If people want to pay for it, and if it'll entertain them, just it shouldn't bother anybody, except for if you're if some of that money is going towards abortions.
Yes.
Ew.
Well, Nintendo actually donates about 50% of their proceeds to directly fund abortions. So.
Yeah.
Look that up. That's true. Miyamoto is pro-abortion. He's not even pro-choice. He's straight up pro-abortion.
He always wears those pro-abortion T-shirts at E3 during the conference.
Says, I want dead babies.
And he always points at it, like, awkwardly on stage when he's showing off a new game.
And then the translator, like, Miyamoto starts speaking in Japanese about abortions and how much he loves them, and the translator's like, yeah, anyway, the new game, just pretending he has to translate and just come up on the spot with something else, because Miyamoto's always doing that, and then backstage, he's like, Miyamoto-san, you have to stop doing that. And he doesn't understand because he doesn't speak English, so.
It's just, I like... But then it turns out that he just likes the design of the shirts.
He doesn't even know it says abortion.
Yeah. Does he speak English?
Not very well.
Just
I
like
don't think he can.
Yeah,
Because he always has Bill Trinan translating for him.
Yeah.
I think that if Miyamoto were to ever hear this, it would probably like break my heart because I love that man so much.
He would hate us.
Exactly. And that's why it would break my heart.
Like I never have ill will towards these people. I just say what I do because I'm just a little boy and I want Miyamoto to know that I love him.
I love Shigeru Miyamoto. He is God, I wish when I was at E3, I was on the same like floor. They had like a private lounge and I was in there and he was in there too. I didn't see him though because he was in a meeting. But just knowing I'm like, oh, God, I'm 20 feet from Miyamoto right now is like the weirdest feeling.
If you just waited, you could have hopped on his back and taken a picture.
Couldn't wait. We only had an hour up there.
He would have let it pass if you were wearing that Mario hat, because then you would have been in control of him.
Oh, the Super Mario Odyssey hats they were giving out. I didn't even get one of those at E3. I didn't talk about E3 that much because I was planning on being on the. I was gonna go on the Game Grumps podcast about E3, but then I got sick, so. I couldn't do that, so I saved most of my E3 talk for that. So I guess I can talk about it more now that that's passed.
Here's Matt's late E3 talk.
Guys,
what are the big scoops, Matt? Okay, hold on. Welcome back to the super duper video game crazy friends news organization for games. I'm here today. My name is Ryan McGee, and we're here to talk to Matt Watson, who actually got to attend E3.
Yep.
He got a special pass to attend E3. Now, Matt, how was E3? Tell us all about it. Now.
Well, E3 was.
Please.
I had a good time. A really good time. Got to walk around. Show floor is very busy, but overall, I mean, I had a good experience.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. Now, I want to get into the nitty-gritty. Did you get to play any of the games?
Yeah, I played Splatoon 2 and I played ARMS before it came out.
How was Splatoon 2, by the way?
Because
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was
super looking forward to it. Anyways, thank you to our guest, Matt Watson. He's been a fantastic guest. We're here all fucking year, 365 days a week, talking about E3 day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 24/7. So thanks, Ryan. That's another segment of the show, much like last time. We're continuing to try new stuff out, bringing on new people. Not a fan of that particular.
Did not like that one too much.
Did not like the host.
A little too enthusiastic.
Yeah, he.
Dude, when I was at E3, I think if I brought a bottle of vodka and took a shot every time I saw one of those guys, like with like 20 subscribers and a video camera and a microphone, having their friend awkwardly film them, trying to do like interviews and trying to just walk around and be like, so we're here at E3. It's day one. We got our public pass to come onto the show floor, guys, and we're gonna see what there is. Like if I could take a shot for every one of those, I would have been
Dead
pissed-
from alcohol poisoning.
I would have been pissed drunk in the first 30 seconds. I'm serious. I walk past every 5 seconds. You walk past someone holding a microphone with like a little camcorder, just like pointing at the background and talking. Everyone goes there and does that.
They want to be the next IGN. They want to be the big man that gives you the news first here.
Why don't next year we'll go to E3, get a camcorder, get a
Okay.
microphone, and we'll do game news.
I mean, I'm fucking down for some gaming news.
I love gaming news. Let's turn Super Mega into a gaming news outlet.
Super Mega goes to E3 dressed as Chewbacca.
Oh, that would be funny. That one would be good.
Right?
Yes.
And then we take our mask off and it's us the whole time, and then
They go, "Oh my god, that's Super Mega!"
We could have said hi to the Chewbacca people, but we didn't because we didn't know they were Super Mega at first.
Oh man.
Fuck. Although I do think it's pretty cool when like legitimate celebrities do that, like Bryan Cranston wearing the Walter White mask around.
Wait,
Like,
he did that? I didn't know that.
He did that at Comic-Con.
He just wore a Walter White mask, but it's really him?
Yeah, it was just some like Halloween store looking Walter White mask. He just walked around.
Oh, that is amazing.
There's a few stories of celebrities doing that, but I never know if it's like a PR stunt or if it's like them legitimately, like their personalities, them being kind of like, fun and like, I want to go and just kind of walk around and just for me and this like a little fun experiment for me.
What do you say we get masks made of ourselves and then we just walk around?
That sounds good.
Everyone look at the mask and say, "Who the hell is that?" What is that a mask of?
Who is that?
Just two average white men?
Conan O'Brien and JonTron?
That's always the comparison, is Conan O'Brien and JonTron. If I had red hair, I would nonstop just be mistaken for Conan O'Brien out in the streets.
Your grump head does look like Conan O'Brien.
It looks exactly like Conan O'Brien. And everyone thought that it was... They thought that the first time we went on Guest Grumps, right after we started Super Mega, people thought that it was a Guest Grumps with JonTron and Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, like that was John's new head or something.
They're like, "John's back! And so is Coney. He brought his friend Conan."
Brought his friend Coney. Coney O'Brien.
Coney 2012 on Guest Grumps. They should get Joseph Coney on Guest Grumps.
Oh, I wonder what he's doing now.
Probably dead somewhere in the mountains of
yeah.
Africa, I'd guess.
If he is actually dead, then you're gonna feel bad.
No, I'm not gonna feel bad. The man's a monster.
Nah, that's what you think.
I'll have you know, I'm very good friends with Joseph Coney. Added him on MySpace. He's a nice dude. He likes Green Day. So can you lay off his case?
He's best friends with Ray William Johnson.
You mean gay William Johnson? Hey-yo!
Damn! Woo!
God.
What is Ray up to?
God, I don't know. Let me call him up. God, Ray, like, what is he doing these days? He was in that movie with R.J. Mitty.
Oh yeah,
the kid from Breaking Bad, the son, Walter Jr.
But he's a funny man. Not like I don't think he's funny. I'm saying, I don't know, his whole persona and the way people have kind of made him out to be now as kind of like this just sad, just failure. Does that sound mean?
Yes, that sounds very mean. But it's like,
you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, when you think, like, just Ray William Johnson, if he wanted to come on the podcast, I would have him on without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
I would get Ray William Johnson in here in a heartbeat. Me and my friend Christian used to legitimately just, like, hang out and watch Equals 3.
I'd watch Equals 3.
Like, back in, like, 9th grade, we'd just sit down and watch Equals 3, and I would laugh so hard.
And the problem is he goes, and Google Plus! And Google Plus! And then he'd smack the Google Plus icon. Yep.
Oh man, we gotta start using the Equals 3 transition in our videos.
I'm remembering like all the people I used to watch like in that kind of era, and Kasim G was one of the big ones. Like when he did like Going Deep in California On series.
Where he would like ask Californians about stuff.
Yeah, but it's like he's still entertaining. Like if I can go back and watch those videos, then they're still funny. It's not like a Shane Dawson scenario where like I'll go back and watch the content and be like, oh okay, I liked it because I was that age at that time. But Kasim G's, his stuff is still legitimately funny.
What other content creators did you watch back then that you could still find enjoyable today at your current age and personality?
Julian Smith. Definitely.
Smith, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rhett and Link.
I was about to say, Rhett and Link, like, I actually have not watched anything that they've done in the last few years.
I only watch their Good Mythical Morning stuff and, like, their short stuff. I don't watch it. Some of their music videos I'll watch whenever they come out because they're good at producing music videos and like high quality content.
Going back, like I remember I watched them a long time ago when they were doing the songs like Space Junk, like that one and just a bunch of their early shit. I remember back when I was in I was in middle school when they were first starting, and I got their songs on iTunes, and I put them on my iPod, my old iPod Nano that had like 3 songs on it, and I'd listen to it on the school bus.
I think the first video I saw of them was that stop motion T-shirt one where they like printed out a shit ton of T-shirts.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
Like their T-shirts, like I guess tell a story with the images that are on them and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. They do put a lot of thought and effort into the stuff they make. So I would love to meet them one day, just because of like how much I liked them when I was younger.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've probably told this before. I saw Link at Shake Shack once, but I did not talk to him because he was with his kids, and he also looked like he wanted to jump off a building. Not because of his kids. He just had that look on his face at the time. So
I think he was just mad about something. Maybe Shake Shack didn't make his burger right.
Probably. Or I could have just been misreading his face completely.
Maybe he just has that resting face that just seems uninterested. That apparently I have.
Ron, you look really sad right now. And then I saw him 2 or 3 more times that day. Just walking around Glendale.
Oh, really? Did he still look sad?
Yeah. He still looks pretty sad. If I ever meet him, I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to be like, hey, I saw you in Glendale once, and you looked really sad all 3 times.
Do you need to talk about anything?
I saw him at the mall. I saw him near the movie theater, and then I saw him at Shake Shack.
On a plane. In a bus. In a plane. Like, the first one was an aviation vehicle. Then the second one was like...
An astral plane.
Yeah.
Just a void.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Just a big flat void. He was on a massive plane.
Yes, like Squidward in that one episode of SpongeBob. You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh fuck, dude, that one always freaked me out, but I love that. They don't do shit like that anymore.
SpongeBob was always very avant-garde and very absurdist in its humor.
I loved that in early SpongeBob. Like when the future one, that's the episode,
Yeah.
right? No, it's
it is.
It's where Squidward, like, they're in the time machine, right?
Yeah.
And he goes too far or something.
He breaks the handle.
Yeah, and he's just in this white void, and the words are popping up and shit.
Alone. Someone did an edit of that.